Live, how you doing? It's day 466. Well, it's been much, but uh, a week after week, as usually. I need to add the new fundraiser progress bar. We're starting the new raiser for the car for Halina. Actually started it with her friend um, Anastasia, I guess it's gonna be the correct version. Just a second. I need to close the window. It's a bit stressful for me to have this simultaneous stream with Georgie today because there were some technical difficulties and we still need to, you know, figure it out. I mean, in some things even during the stream. Hi Charlie, how you doing? Have you finished your exams, by the way? Hi Jet, hi Irene, hi Tonam, hi Karen, Sekula Sekai, how you doing, guys? Cinnamon, of course, Annie. Uh, Love to see you all, guys. And Hill, of course. Nikki, how you doing? Nils, Aiden, how you doing? Who else do we have there who I haven't greet yet? Yeah, I guess all the friends and family who are watching me too. Hello. I really love that you're here. And it's gonna be it's gonna be a special stream today. We're streaming together with Georgie from Ukraine Matters. He's a big channel, you know, guys, that he has around 80,000 subscribers. So it feels exciting, but not only because of that, because Ukraine Matters does a lot, and Georgie himself does a lot to help in Ukraine, to be doing, support, also fundraising. They've been raising money, I guess $15,000 lately. They've raised it in 3 days for cars for the army. I'm not sure for what squad or brigade, but they helped a lot. Maybe Hospitaliere, if I'm not mistaken, but who knows. Charlie says, I actually haven't finished them today yet. Ahaha. I only have 2 weeks left. Oh shit. I mean, 2 weeks is not much, but still some more exams, but I'm sure that you're gonna deal with them pretty fast and easy. Okay, so just gonna add the new link here. Oh no, it's not the link that I need. So just give me a second, guys, to sort some technical difficulties. We usually have some, but it's okay, I guess. You also got used to that, right? I haven't slept much today because of the air raid alarm. It usually doesn't bother me, but today for some reason it bothered me. And yeah, tonight, not today. Tonight it bothered me, and yeah, I slept for around 3 hours, but not only because of that, but also because I'm waking up earlier this week, this last week, to do the dubbing. I decided that I'm gonna be sleeping less, waking up in the morning, do a couple hours of translating and dubbing, and then getting back to bed. But you know that. It also takes energy to wake up earlier than usual, and I need to get used to that. You guys probably already see the new progress bar. So it's going to be not a small sum. The pickup truck is going to be newer than we usually bought. It's going to be 300,000, no, not dollars, hryvnias. But yeah, we already have a jar. Helena also made a video. So maybe I'm going to show it to you just a second. Let me check if I'm able to do it. Okay, progress bar needs to go there too, to another scene where Georgie already is, so I'm not switching to that scene yet, but he's already talking there to his viewers at his stream. Kathleen, hi, good morning everyone from Arizona. Welcome from Ukraine. Also, Larandra, I saw you come in. Welcome to the stream. All guys, you are all welcome. You know that we have a lovely community here. All very welcoming. By the way, Gap says greetings from Saskatchewan, Canada. Awesome. Welcome, Gap. Um, Wonderful, wonderful to Karen, says Nils to Karen. Guys. Don't forget to tag me. Also, when I'm going to be talking to Georgie, I'll probably keep only one eye on the chat, and I'm not going to be as, communicative with you in a chat as I usually am, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, second progress bar goes here. And yeah, we still raising money. We almost finished the fundraiser for the drones, actually Ukrainian drones, SOTUA-MLS, and they are gonna be, you know what they're gonna be doing. They're gonna be getting some Russians, good Russians, making them good Russians, as some of you know that, yeah, that thing. I still need to be careful with YouTube regulations, right? But those drones are really helping with reconnaissance too, and they are gonna be a great help for those soldiers. Now, for now, they are buying one drone, and it's only 17% left, so only 30,000 hryvnias. It's actually doable for us to finish this one today. And something that's going to be left from that, we're going to send to pickup truck. Do you guys agree with me? By the way, I already received first donation from Timothy. His usual $200. Thank you so much for your generosity and for your consistency. Timothy, you're just amazing. By the way, I've seen you in the chat. You've been saying hello to us, I guess. Let me check if your message. Yeah, greetings all. Greetings, Timothy. We love to see you here. Karen says this, that is why I love your stream, Rick. You keep it real and there's no bullshit. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Karen. Yeah, there's no bullshit here. Pat, how you doing? Happy to see you here. Parashiva Andrei, hello. How you doing? Um, by the way, next week we're gonna be having a stream with Andrei. Do you remember Andrei? I've been talking telling you, not talking, telling you about him and about his story. And yeah, in a week, next Sunday, we're gonna be having Andre here, and I'm gonna try to prepare some questions. You guys, by the way, definitely gotta send some questions to Discord, for me, no, for Andre, uh, for me to ask him. Yes. Okay, so let me check. How do I? This one. Awesome. Done, but it's not working for some reason. Maybe this one. No. Okay, I mean, I'm just trying to show you the screen, but it's not working. Now we need to figure out a few things before we go there, but yeah, we're still gonna need to figure it out again with Georgie there. Um, Widget builder. No, this one's not working also. I guess we need to create the new one for this. But whatever, we're gonna figure out a bit later. So guys, you know that if you want to support the fundraisers, go send money on my PayPal. It's going to be sent here to the chat time to time. Nils, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. I hope people turned on the automatic membership receiving. Eric, the trophy wife, Annette, Birds and Bones, X Bones, sorry. Ellie also received the membership. Awesome. Welcome to the membership, guys. And yeah, some of them probably don't hear us, and they are still not here because it's given it out automatically to some members who already lost their memberships because of the expiration of it. And also I received donation from someone. Just a second. Who that was? Hey, Anne, thank you so much, Anne Hill, for $50. It's very appreciated. Slava Ukraini, said Anne there, and I will answer Heroям Slava, of course. I'm really excited to jump to the conversation with Georgie. I just need to message him there on Discord. So you guys, yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, Tanae is giving me a great hint that I haven't given the new fundraisers link to you guys. I haven't added it into description, so give me a second. I'm just gonna do it now. I'm gonna go to my channel here and I will edit in the settings. Just gonna edit into description. We gotta sort everything out before we proceed, right? Before we proceed to Georgie. So let's sort all those things out. Okay, just a second. I needed to put it in here. We raising money for the drone, and the second one is going to be raising money for the pickup. I still don't know the number of brigade. I'm gonna ask Helena today. I mean, right during the stream, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask her on Telegram while we're gonna be talking to Georgie. Um, so in a bit, I'm gonna update you on that. Raising money for the pickup truck for UA Army. Okay, nice. And the link goes, I still have no link in my buffer. I will have it right now. And I'm gonna end it. Not end it, but add it. Yes. I'm gonna add it and I'm gonna also send it to Tana directly. Tana, just watch your Discord. It's gonna be there. I'll need to save. Yes, great. Okay, so I guess that's it for now. We sorted everything out. Tell me if I forgot anything. Charlie, today is the last day to vote on the new stickers in our Discord server, guys. The more votes, the better. Yeah, Charlie, thank you for reminding um, people about that. Cheryl Waitley, how you doing? Those Russian pro-Ukrainian guys are using some strategy this time. Uh, Good game. You mean those guys, the Russian Voluntary Corps and the Legion Freedom of Russia, right? You mean them? Yeah, they are actually using some good tactics there. I'm not sure. I mean, we all don't know all the details of their tactics, right? And what those tactics are, but it seems like it's been pretty good. Okay, so truck for Helena. Tonette, thank you so much for sending those to the chat, the link. And okay, guys, I'm gonna type to Georgie right now. Type or write? Yeah, right. Okay. Um, I'm gonna tell him that we're ready, and I'm gonna switch to the screen. Oh, before that, I gotta still open up the video in here, I guess, to check the likes. Guys, don't forget to give the stream a like, please. We have 42. It's actually already a great number, more than we have viewers right now. I mean, it's more than the number of viewers we have right now. But okay, let's go there. Let's jump in into Georgie's stream, and he's also gonna jump in into ours. So he's gonna be talking now, but I'm not sure that he's gonna hear me. So let's switch there and just just see it.
You. Oh, we
Georgie,
do hear you, Rick. Yes,
awesome,
hello.
awesome. So you heard me before, right?
No, we just jump in like me in the chat. Chat is saying huge hello. Says that it was an excellent transition. That it was like basically like a finger of God came down from the heavens and made me click at that specific moment because it was flawless transition from me talking to you.
Wow,
So
that's cool.
there we go.
Actually, so it was a perfect moment for us to both to join both of our streams, right? You mean that? Uh,
Absolutely.
okay, Georgie. First of all, I'm gonna say Slava Ukraini.
Heroem slava.
Yeah, you. I'd actually love to begin with, us trying to know each other because, of course, I've been listening to your streams, and I know something about you already. By the way, can you hear me? Yeah, because you were frozen for a bit here.
It's
Uh,
fine. It's something I do sometimes.
yeah, you just freeze. I cannot do that. I usually talk and talk. But what I yeah, first I'm gonna ask you. I know that you're from Latvia, and I'm just curious. Yeah, how it was growing up in Latvia. We probably I assume we've probably the same age, almost the same age, right?
I don't know. Like I'm 37, so
I'm 32.
Okay,
So
so yeah, just 5 years.
just 5 years, it's not that much of a difference.
Yeah.
Sorry, need to stay
Growing up in
hydrated.
Latvia, I mean, it was great, amazing. Like I saw it in front of my eyes how Sawok felt. So that felt really good.
Oh yeah.
Like when I was very little. I was like very like I think I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I still remember the days when my father would carry me to those demonstrations that were like full of the Latvian flags. I have a very bad memory, but that I remember really good. Like me sitting on my father's shoulders and like seeing the sea of people, seeing all of them like red and white flags. It was pretty awesome. I didn't know back then what it was, but then when I grew up and I was like, yeah, I saw the communists disappear. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So growing up was pretty good until my father lost all of our money and then got the Eastern European starter pack with the alcoholic father, broken family, stuff like that. So
Ah shit. Sorry to hear that,
yeah, it's
Georgie.
it's fine. It's a normal part, like part of the life in Eastern Europe.
I was lucky, so lucky to grow up in a full family, and none of my parents were alcoholics, and none of my grandparents too. So I was
You're
really
not missing
lucky.
out on anything. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I had a great family. I mean, I still have it, and I'm so lucky to have my family. They are supporting, and they are, um, you know, they were just raising me a good guy. I think I am a good guy, and my community will agree with that. I'm sure of that. But
My
what?
community pretty much agrees that I'm an asshole. So
Why is that?
so well, because I am. Like that's just like a statement of fact. That's not really a bigger discussion point.
Well, so maybe we will be a perfect match, like a good guy and a bad guy, like those
Yeah,
good cop and a bad cop. What do you think?
yeah,
Um,
sure, absolutely.
do you know where I am from?
Ukraine, I'm
But
guessing.
what part of Ukraine?
Oh no,
If
that much I don't.
you can assume. I will actually give you a hint. It's an eastern part of Ukraine, occupied since
Okay,
2014.
2014. Okay,
Yeah,
is it a small or a big city?
it's
Is
a
it
big
Luhansk or
one.
Donetsk?
Yeah, it's actually
Donetsk,
Donetsk, but it has a satellite city,
Ilovaisk,
Makiivka.
Makivka. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I know
probably know
Makivka.
Makiivka.
Yeah, Makivka was one of the first cities that got occupied by
Yes.
Kyrgyz.
Yes.
It started like I believe in Kramatorsk, then it was Makivka, Mariupol. That was like the first cities that got these resistance. Then it kind of spread to Kharkiv, and then obviously Luhansk, Donetsk as well was there.
Yeah, I guess Slovyansk was first. Donetsk and Slovyansk were
Kramatorsk was first, then it
first.
was Slovyansk,
Yeah,
I believe.
so you actually may know better in this case because I started, I mean, unraveling it for myself only last year for because like I'm not proud, but in 2014 I was still very young and not like kind of grown up. I was still a kid, and even then I was 23. But we all grow up in different times. You know, someone is already grown up in 18 and goes to war to defend their country. But I was still kind of a kid in 2014. This is why I also, yeah, I went to the other part of Ukraine when it all started, but then I came back. I had two cats there, and I came back to occupation. Lived in Makivka since 2014 until 2019. And if you will ever have some questions about how it is to live under Russian occupation, I can tell you some of that shit. So
Oh,
you can ask.
I mean, like my family was under Russian occupation, so it's
Oh,
fine.
so you've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
also already telling those stories to people, right?
yeah, absolutely. Like, well, I wasn't, so I can't tell them as a first-hand account. But my family, from my wife's side, are have been under occupation for sure. And I still have plenty of people that I know of that was, for example, in Kharkiv region, in like like towards the east of Kharkiv, like towards this Vovchansk area and so on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I also have had some people there. But yeah, no fun, no fun.
No fun at all. Yeah, it's just like living in decay and degradation, constant propaganda, all those banners with, Soviet propaganda banners that were saying like, "Have you joined the army, the Red Army," and that stuff. They just rephrase it and they show the faces of their so-called heroes, all those bandits who were just killing civilians there, uh, like all those Zakharchenko, Motorola, and all those schmugs.
Yeah.
And of course, you must be silent about your Ukrainian position. You must keep your mouth shut, because I mean, those days it wasn't that bad. You couldn't be shot there on the street, like it was in the very beginning of Russian invasion in 2014. But it's also much worse right now. So for Ukrainian position, you might be killed. But I must say, some partisans are still even openly showing their position. I've heard stories about one of them from my friend, um, a family member of my friend, uh, actually openly shows her position there, and she is, I mean, they didn't get her. I'm so surprised how she's still not on the basement, as they say it there, as they
Mhm.
call it there, and that she's still alive. So yeah, there are still a lot of Ukrainian people there. Russia is trying to convince everyone that everyone are pro-Russian there, but no, no fucking way. A lot of people are still waiting for Ukraine to come back to liberate them.
It's actually very good that you're talking about it because I have a hard time sometimes explaining to my community this. I like because we have discussions and very often I get this stupid question. It's like, "Georgie, but like, what will happen? Like, how will Ukraine treat like the people that are in the occupied territories like Donetsk, Luhansk, Crimea, and so on?" And I try to explain them that firstly, like there is still pro-Ukrainian people there. Secondly, that a lot of the Russians like that are living there, they are just literally like either like criminals or people that like well are just came from Russia. And finally, there is a lot of people that just want to live. You know, it's like
Yeah,
that didn't choose. They didn't choose being in this DPR, LNR, whatnot, like
yeah.
weird criminal enclaves. And when Ukraine comes, maybe they will not celebrate it, but they would be like, yeah, sure. But you can give it like a first-hand account on that if I was true or not.
Yes, definitely. I must say that a lot of people, like, I guess about 70 or 80% of them, never wanted any of this. They just wanted to be left alone to live their simple lives. They wanted to go to work. They wanted to raise their families, and most of those. By the way, I can also tell you about it from the perspective of the interviews with prisoners of war, when the people from LPR, so-called, and DPR are talking to Zolkin and Karpenko. They are actually, and also to Lubomir Ferenc. Yes, it's the third famous interviewer here in Ukraine. They are always talking about, I don't care who actually I will live under, like Ukraine, Russia. Those people don't care. It's unfortunate, actually, because they don't have their national identity. They don't think themselves as both Russians or Ukrainians. They're just people. And it's actually the influence of Soviet Union. Soviet Union was making those Soviet people, who are not any nationality but Soviet, and it had its great influence to those people's mindsets, and mentality, and they are not thinking themselves as Ukrainians. They just don't care. They just want to be left alone. And it's about 80%. No, it's 80. Actually, 80 now. But before, you know that from Donbass, around 2 million people left Donbass when the war started, and afterwards, year by year, just like me, by the way. I lived there, and I've seen no perspective there. I've seen no future for myself, for my family. And I left that godforsaken place. And a lot of people were just leaving it year by year. And I guess it's even more than 2 million people who left Donbass. By the way, Georgie, you frozen. Can you still hear me?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I hear you very, very well.
Nice, nice. So yeah, let's say before it all started, 50%, definitely at least 50%. It might be even more, but at least 50% of the people of Donbass never wanted Russia there. They were Ukrainians. They felt themselves Ukrainians, just like me. I was raised Ukrainian, and Russia wasn't anything for me. But Russian propaganda also worked there very well, especially after the occupation and Ukrainian publicity lost its fight, and Russian propaganda won back then, and they convinced a lot of those people who didn't care, you know. Um, they convinced them that Ukraine is actually to bomb them, and they were staging all those shellings when they were convincing those people that Ukraine was shelling them, but it was Russia. And I actually have experienced it myself. Um, Maybe I want to interrupt myself for a minute because it seems like I'm only talking and talking.
No, no worries. It's fine. I mean, like, I don't really stress about this. This is a stream where we are talking, so I'm not sure what people would expect otherwise. If they see two people interacting, I would expect us to exchanging things. But
Yeah.
people are asking like some interesting questions. You actually answered a couple of them because there were questions like what will happen like with the cities again. Like, do you think it will be first that's going to get Crimea liberated or the Donbass area? Do you think that Ukraine has enough equipment? Like, what's your take on the upcoming kind of situation? Maybe not the counteroffensive itself, but let's say until the end of the war. Do you feel that you'll be able to come back home?
I definitely feel that I will be able to come back home, and I feel like it's going to happen in the next 2 years. Unfortunately, I'm not planning to go back to live there because it's going to be a very, I mean, ruined in terms of economy place, and it's going to be hard to find yourself there. And it's still going to be some problem with being, I guess, both sides there. There's going to be still some conflicts, like domestic conflicts between people who, those people who are still brainwashed with propaganda. They will still stay brainwashed for some time. And Ukraine, actually, it's going to be a huge challenge for Ukraine to provide some, I don't know, some truthful information to show the truth to people that Russia was fooling them all the time. It's going to be a huge challenge, and still, a lot of Ukrainians will just like in Kherson. We've all seen the liberation of Kherson, where people were just getting all those Ukrainian flags from somewhere buried underground, or just in their how do you call them, drawers, right? They will just get out those flags, and they will wave them, and they're gonna meet the armed forces of Ukraine with joy and with open arms. And what were two other questions? Because I got carried away by this one.
No, it's just general outlook, like for the war, and generally speaking, like what's the situation in Donbass? Will it be Crimea that's going to get liberated first? Do you think?
Okay, so we all think the obvious, but as we have seen, the armed forces of Ukraine, they operate really sneaky and unpredictable, as it was with Kharkiv region. So all it seems like they will cut the Crimea first. I mean, from like how do you call this thing, the corridor? They say the ground corridor between Donbass and Crimea. Um, at
Like a
least
land
we
bridge?
land bridge. Yes, that's it. We just call it corridor in here for some reason. I don't know. Land bridge. Yes. So they will. They should cut that definitely. But the way they will come to it, it's not something that we expect. Are you laughing from some chat messages? I'm curious. Damn it.
Yeah, people are like spreading. So I've just before we started, I posted the video from the armed forces of Ukraine. It's about 30 seconds video. about the like couple of army guys saying like the things like plans require silence, basically
Yeah,
asking for a blackout on information on the southern on the counteroffensive.
yeah.
And now I'm just reading the news that some hackers hacked TV in Crimea, and now they're nonstop showing this video to people in Crimea, basically. So getting is what AFU like ZSU poruch. It's like
Uh-huh.
AFU is very very close.
Yes.
So it's very 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 nice what is
Um,
happening right now.
and I love all that trolling that they're doing to occupied territories and to Russians. Our armed forces are just the best, and of course, in terms of deceiving and that war is how is that saying says that war is about deceiving or something. Sun Tzu said once. Do you remember that one?
No, not a
Okay.
big Sun Tzu fan.
War
Like the only
is
other thing
deception, something
Yeah, the
like
only
that.
thing about Sunsi is like is I know that's like a good strategist will sit by the like
By the river
by
and
the side by the river and wait until the body of his enemy will
yeah,
float by. Something
yeah.
like this. I don't know. Like to be honest, like a lot of good stuff. I know people have quoted Sunsi alone, but I'm not a big military guy. I'm a corporate. I like money. I like making money. That's my corporate job. That's my
Well,
corporate job. So
nice.
for me, all of this was very very new.
But you
So that's
learned it
that's
pretty well anyway. I mean, I think you are probably like a guy who wants to learn about things, right? Wants to dig in
sometimes.
into information. And I guess you've digged into this a bit, right?
Well, a
As
little
a
bit, like to at least to be able to understand when the analysts are talking, like because like what my channel like and the whole point is because a lot of analysts are talking, but to be honest, a lot of times it's like pure gibberish because they are referencing things that don't make sense and then people misunderstanding them and like they're saying, okay, we have started like some counter-offensive actions. And then
Mhm.
people hear that it's like, oh wow, that means like the counteroffensive is starting, and then look at the map. I was like, "Hey, Ukraine is not advancing anywhere. What do you mean counteroffensive?" But like when an analyst says like the counteroffensive action started, that means that he's meaning like the local small level. That's like that there
Yeah.
was like some fighting where Ukrainians won maybe like additional small tactical positions because they have like a whole gradation of this. So you need to have like a vocabulary to translate from the analytical professional to a normal people's language, and that pissed me off so much that there was no way for me to understand it, and that people were looking up, I don't know, information on the local TV stations where like I'm not sure if you read like the latest Washington Post or something, and then they read and it's like, oh my god, Western equipment in Russia, Ukraine is losing control. Literally,
Such a
the fucking
bullshit.
like literally, guys, like everyone in chat right now, Google up Washington Post, Ukraine, like about Western equipment in Russia, and then it's like says Ukraine losing grip on the situation. Like
Yeah, such a
it's like
bullshit, man.
I it's like it's so far beyond because like Ukraine is very much in grip. Like Ukraine is
Yeah.
very much in control. So
Yes.
and people read these headlines, and a lot of this headline thinking is and it's like it's not that it's bad. It's just we need to have a discussion about this. Like we need to know where we need to be and be allowed to be excited, like for example the coming counteroffensive, because what we're hearing is valid, and when it's something that people are just hyping up. So for me a lot of this is just data analysis, and this is what I do for a living. So for me that's just uh, uh, everyday life.
Great. Uh, Speaking of counteroffensive, it actually consists of many stages, and yeah, we're not talking about it. We're talking about it in general. That counteroffensive could begin without anyone noticing it because there's a preparation of advancing. Preparation by throwing those Harma. Oh, sorry. HIMARS rockets to all the headquarters of Russian military command, and to the bases. And have you seen the reports every day, all those everyday summaries of destroyed equipment from Ukraine? Have you noticed how many artillery systems, Russian artillery systems, been destroyed for the last month? Every day. Do you have the numbers in your head right now?
Not like for a monthly, but quite a lot,
Yeah. So
quite a lot.
you know,
It's been a target, like artillery systems, anti-air systems, especially.
yes.
Anti-air was kind of the main target, and it's can be. There are reasons for that, but for
Yeah,
right now,
but
it's just speculation, so I'm not going to say. But let's just say, like the anti-air system has been surprisingly high on the target lists for a lot of the Ukrainian strikes.
definitely. And artillery systems, 32 to even 40 once per day. 40 artillery systems per day. It's a huge number because in the beginning of war, Ukrainian armed forces destroyed only about like 5 to 10 maximum per day. Now we have numbers like one day it could be 20, next day 32, and then 25 again. So in a month, I guess if we count it, we can notice that they've been destroying hundreds of them. Uh, Around 300 or 400, definitely we can count. It's something we can count. And while I'm talking, while I have a word, I wanted to say for everyone that here on my streams, we usually raise money for the armed forces of Ukraine every time. I have a friend, volunteer Halina, who is in contact with many brigades. She knows a lot of people there because they constantly send in her requests. She's making medkits from also actually buying ingredients for her own money, but not only because she would spend all the money that she had forever, and she receives donations too. But today she started a fundraiser for the pickup truck. It's going to be 300,000 Ukrainian hryvnias. It's about 7,000 and a half or $8,000. So it's going to be a good pickup truck because we usually raise money for around 200,000 pickup truck hryvnias. I mean, and this time is going to be a better one. It's great. So if any of you guys want to help the armed forces of Ukraine to join us in this mission of ours that we are actually sometimes people are so generous here on the stream in our community that we close some of the fundraisers pretty fast. And the
Can
second
you share
one,
me the link
yeah,
with the donations, because people in chat are asking, like because in my chat
yeah,
they're
definitely.
not sharing it.
I'm gonna do it right now, just a second. But if they will go to my stream, which is, by the way, have you added me as a tag?
Yes. Yes, your name. You can always go to the Rick stream in the name of the video. His name is
Yes,
highlighted in blue, so you just click that, and you will. It will take you to the Rick's channel.
it is in the description, both links, because the second fundraiser we've almost closed. It's the drones. Actually, they are Ukrainian production. Maybe you've heard of it. It's SOTUA-MLS. Have you heard of this one?
Maybe I'm not sure with the technical names.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones are those?
Let me just maybe send
Uh,
you the link or
I know a
something.
couple of designs and so on. Like
Yeah.
there's like multiple. There's like shark drones. There's they
This
call
one
it the.
looks like Mavic. It's a quadrocopter. It
Okay.
has four propellers, but it's working on different frequencies, and it's going to be resistant to Russian. How do you call this thing that suppresses the
Uh,
frequency?
yeah, electronic warfare systems.
Yes, no, that's it. So
Yeah.
it's good. It Yeah. You
No, no,
wanted to
no.
say something?
Go on, go on, go on. I'm just like some trying to read some questions from the audience, because people are throwing money at me, trying to read them. So thank you so much, guys, for all of the donos. I really appreciate it.
Oh my
Really
God, your
appreciate the
chat
support.
is so active that my link is gonna be lost there like immediately. Yeah, it's
Hey,
lost there.
blame them. It's like guys,
Guys,
be
guys,
passive. Be
uh,
passive.
then it's
No,
actually
don't be passive. Don't be passive, please, please.
guys,
Like that's the best part. That's the
then
best
it's a
part.
great how do you call it, excuse for me to call you to this stream, to my stream, and go to description and find those links. If you cannot send money directly through those links because monobank sometimes doesn't allow you to send money from other countries, you can send it to my PayPal, and in the end of the stream, every time I send it right here on the stream, I show it to people so it could be transparent. I send money right here. I'm adding it to the jars, and the progress bars here on the stream. Actually, Monobank is giving you the option to add the progress bar right to your stream. Awesome bank, guys. It's not an advertisement, by the way. They don't pay me. And yes, if you want to help the armed forces of Ukraine, you're very welcome to go to the description of my stream. Found those links. Also, the PayPal email is also there. So enough talking about that because this
So there is
is
a question to you
yeah.
actually that I have on the US. Level 70 is asking, Rick, any idea how many Ukrainians were deliberately deported from Donbass and replaced with Russians since the occupations? How will Ukraine deal with these people?
Is it since 2014 or
Yeah.
mm, since 2014? I guess no. In 2000, okay, let's say since 2014 until 2022, people weren't deported by without their consent. Some of them were definitely, but only as prisoners of war. But we cannot count those. But the people who were deported since 2022, it's tens of thousands of them. Some Russians say it's hundreds of thousands, and they've deported a lot of Ukrainian children. So it is, it is what? It is just a huge number of people, and it's going to be a great challenge for us to get our people back. I actually don't know how Ukraine will deal with that. We need to definitely, it's going to happen only after Putin's regime fall. We are not able to do anything before that. You know that, Georgie, that regime is almost, yeah, it's so fucking hard to negotiate with and to because they're pure bullies. They only understand force. So first, their army must be destroyed here on the battlefield in Ukraine, then they will understand anything because they only understand the right of power. That's it. That's my answer to that question. And I'm going to be mentioning some donations time to time. I usually do that. I received $20 from Secular Sekai. Thank you so much, Sekai, for your donation. And I just received another one. Let me check who that was. It's $60 from Kathleen Randolph. Thank you so much. All those money will be sent to those jars. We call them jars in here because Bank. Have you heard about them, Georgie?
Yeah, yeah, banka manabanka.
Yeah, Banka
Absolutely. They're,
Banka.
they're like
So
they're everywhere.
awesome, awesome. That's great. I'm gonna be asking some stupid questions time to time, like this one. So bear with
It's not
me.
stupid. It's just classification. Like, I'm a guy from Denmark. Why would I know what monobank is?
Yeah, but I
So
also
it's like
hear.
the test questions for Russians. Like, I'm not sure if you like when the invasion started, there was this list like of questionnaires, like how to ask and detect if Russian is a spy or not. Like, because some of them change clothes and try to infiltrate with civilian. And there was like one of the questions was like where is the closest monobank? What is it called?
um,
Like a,
yeah, yeah,
physical
yeah.
physical location. It's like where's
Damn,
the bank branch? Where's the
branch. Yeah.
closest branch of the monobank? So that was
Uh,
like one of it. And for the audience, monobank is purely IT, like purely internet bank in Ukraine. It
yeah.
has no physical branches.
Yeah,
So it's
actually, not completely because it's
oh, it
actually
does.
yeah, it's gonna be a huge secret that I'm gonna uncover right now. But it's actually a mm, branch. I mean, the Monobank. It's like rebranding of Universal Bank, and Universal Bank still exists as Universal Bank, and it has the branches. It has the Yeah, really, what's the word? Because branch is, it could be like a regional branch, but the exact location where you can go and cash out, for example, make some, damn, how do you call them? In here, we call them vidilenia in Ukrainian, but Georgie, do you speak Ukrainian or Russian? Maybe Russian? Do you know
Так, я
that?
розмовляю трохи українською, тому
Oh,
що ми розмовляємо з моєю дружиною українською.
great. You don't tolerate
So,
Russian language, right?
I mean, like I speak fluently in Russian. Like I was born in Soviet Union, so we still
Yeah,
had a
I
lot of the
figured
Soviet
that.
school. But no, I don't really tolerate Russian that
Awesome.
much.
Me too. I totally stopped speaking it in. By the way, I was Russian speaking, uh, you know, typical Donbass region. Shit, how do you call them? Citizen or whatever. So I came from there and I was speaking Russian, but only last year I realized how important it's to be the carrier of the language and actually providing our language with the ability to survive. Because if people stop speaking Ukrainian, Ukrainian slowly dies. Unfortunately, languages die like this. People just stops talking them, or stop. Yeah, stop, not stops.
That's why
But
we shouldn't stop.
we shouldn't stop. Тому ми, а вже ж не будемо розмовляти тут українською. Я думаю, багато людей нас не зрозуміє. So let's
Yeah, we
speak.
shouldn't.
Yeah, let's speak English.
Yeah,
yeah, I just translate words to people when they're curious here on the stream. They ask, what is going to be in Ukrainian? I mean, how it's pronounced and stuff like that. And yeah, it's actually also a great way to make streams more entertaining. People are interested in Ukraine. They are interested in Ukrainian language, and I'm always
yeah.
there to yeah, learn something new together with them because I'm still learning English. Maybe I have not such a bad English, but I always have something to find out, to learn something new. So I really am grateful to my community for also teaching me English.
And talking about new, I want to get to you the knowledge of the people that have donated to this chat. There was Captain Halo with spreading the love from Denmark to Ukraine for 17 krona and says beer for Ukraine. Do you drink beer?
I drink beer, but not lately.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah,
also,
well, it's a little bit problematic.
what?
It's a little bit problematic. I've heard.
No,
No, was
actually,
there like prohibition on
no,
alcohol?
no. Only
Oh,
after some time of day. Like,
ah,
yeah, you cannot buy
okay.
beer or any other alcohol, for
Ah,
example, after 8 p.m. or something like that. There's no prohibition. We can still. It was prohibition in the very beginning of the full-scale invasion. But I mean, I'm just not a drinker. I've never been, and
mm,
yeah, I loved beer. I was loved Corona, Extra, not coronavirus, and
Corona.
yeah, Corona Extra is a good beer. It's not that
Yeah,
Corona. So I also see a lot of new people here on the stream. Thank you so much for coming here too from Georgie's stream, and for chatting there.
yeah.
Thank you guys.
And big
Yeah,
thanks to Magic Bullet for 110 donations, 110 bucks. Appreciate it.
well,
Sausage Gravity as well, throwing more money. Slav Ukraini, guys. It was joke. Like, please don't really throw the money. Like, let's put it this way: whatever you want to donate, either help Rick, or even better, you can go to the United 24 right now to donate to the Ukrainian military. Support Ukrainian military because right now, again, I appreciate it, but let's try to do it because already we had a stream with Mercado yesterday, and you've really donated a lot. You've donated like a lot to me. Like I feel that I'm getting more money than I find out how to spend. To be honest, in a sense of like this is not what I think that this channel should be generating. But then again, maybe I should donate more than 50%. But then again, like we get into the weird situation that you donate to me on the super chat, then YouTube takes a cut, then I pay taxes from the income, to like, and as much as I love paying taxes in Denmark, I mean, all of that money could have just gone to the Ukrainian military. So please, please, please consider just donating directly to Ukrainian military. But obviously, thanks for support.
Thank you for
Additional thanks
this
for Secular
speech.
Sakai. Yeah, just Secular Sakai for $3 and Captain Halo. Arrest Ellie now? I hope not. Please not arrest Ellie. Arrest Starsky.
Okay, guys. Secular Sekai is a very active member of our community. He donates a lot. It was actually his initiative to raise money for these drones. He has contacts in Ukrainian army also, and he asked his friend, soldier friend, to yeah, what do they need to raise for right now? So we have the chance to close this one today and send the drones to them very soon. I guess they will be actually buying them themselves because they are military equipment, actually Ukrainian one, so they don't need to buy those civilian drones like DJI and being waiting for them. They can just contact the supplier and it will deliver it to them pretty fast. So this one's gonna be cool. By the way, I received $25 from Kevin. It's our mushroom many, and from Tana. Thank you so much, Tanem Otterson. It's 129 bucks. Thank you so much. You know that it will all go to the jar. I'm actually all the money I receive on my PayPal, I send them to the jars. I don't take any of those. I only yeah, I only take money from Buy Me a Coffee, buy coffees, you know. All the money that are going to my PayPal going directly to the armed forces of Ukraine. Also received $100 from Cinnamon. Thank you so much, Cinnamon, another very active member of our community. By the way, we I just want to make a quick shout out to Timothy the Code, who is the most yeah, the most one of the most okay generous members of our community. He's been sending $200 every stream for Ukrainian army for all those fundraisers. $200 on every stream for the last 3 or 4 months. He's very generous. Thank you so much, Timothy. We all love you. And yeah, that's it. Let's continue with some interesting topics because fundraising is.
Rollo is. I need to answer to Rollo because Rollo is saying, Georgie, 9 days left for your $2,000 bet. If you didn't know, I bet $2,000 of my own money that there's going to be like a big part, loud part of the counteroffensive is going to start before the 11th of June. So
Mhm.
essentially in 10 days. And Rolla is now writing, Georgie, 9 days left for your $2,000 bet.
I didn't know about that
Rolla,
bet. It's an interesting bet.
four plus nine is not 11. That's not how math works. It's not 9 days.
Yeah, it's not 9 days. It's 7 days left. So, Georgie,
Yes.
soon you're gonna be, I guess, maybe who knows? Maybe you won't send those money. Where are you gonna be sending it?
To the armed forces, like
Awesome,
directly.
awesome.
Like to so it's gonna be like well, I mean, like if I lose, then the community picks where I'm sending money. If I win, then I'm saying where the community sends money.
Aha, got
So
it, got it.
it's like this. Probably I'm
Great.
gonna send anyway, but I'm gonna maybe split it and so on because 2,000 at once is actually like, gotta say, that's dipping into my pocket already. Like that's like people think that I'm earning like millions here with YouTube and so on. That's like I'm like, "Whoa,
I mean,
hookers and wine."
before just like 10 minutes ago, you've said that, guys, you've sent me more money that I know to spend. How
Yeah,
did you say?
because this channel, because how much I need for this channel, because I'm paying for what it needs. Like I'm paying, like, the part of the electricity bill, stuff like that for the channel. Like I'm paying part of the subscription, for example, for some of the products that I use for video editing. Like
Uh-huh.
some of the subscriptions, like
Oh
this,
yeah, I
like it
know
pays
that.
for the channel. I buy some stuff like this channel already paid for, additional lights that I have, new camera that I have here, but literally that's about it. Like I don't really need more things. Like I'm not buying anything expensive. I'm not buying, like, this is not financing me any car. And
Mhm.
So I'm mostly just like, okay, this is like a couple $1,000 that's just coming in. Okay, maybe I should spend it more because I've spent so far like half of it, but I think as it's going to get accumulated, then I'm going to send even more to the Ukrainian military. But we'll
Thank
see.
you for that. No, I mean, supporting them is the best we can do right now because it all depends on them because the only thing that will stop Russia is defeating them by the power of the armed forces. And the problem is right now, Ukraine, I mean, it wasn't prepared to this war to fully equip all our soldiers. Like, I mean, they give them all the basics to survive there, but to be, you know, protecting themselves with, for example, reconnaissance drones. Uh, it's something that cannot be covered by government because it's also an expendable, and they lose those drones every day there on the front line. This is why they will constantly need those drones. They will constantly need cars because just one mine, let's say 120 millimeter mine, can destroy the car. I've seen a lot of videos. I've been showing it on my stream too, and those cars they cost at least $5,000, usually around 7,000, and it could be only one hit and soldiers are without a car already, and it changes so fast. And now I see you thinking about something.
Yeah, I just realized something that like what to do with the money that's left over. Chat, can you also write me? And I'm sorry, it just hit me, like this eureka moment. What
Yeah.
about if I kind of like cards on the table, like my channel is obviously for profit channel. This is not like a charity. I'm not running a charity. That's why I like all of the arguments like Georgie, why you don't send 100%, because this is not a charity. I feel that it's extremely important that people that do work, for example, like reporting war, dedicating their life and so on, they feel that they're getting their efforts paid for,
Yeah,
which I
yeah.
think is just fair. Like the fact that I'm donating 50, I hope that's not the cause of you donating to me. Please, if you're looking to donate to the Ukrainian military, donate to Ukrainian military directly, or participate in one of those charities. But what I'm thinking is that I can try to funnel maybe the profits of this channel into some kind of like a savings fund that I can use then for investment into Ukrainian businesses. Maybe it's not going to be a lot, but it might create an interesting starting
Wow,
point for what to do after the war to help
it's a
kind of
great
rebuild
idea.
and so on. So that would be interesting. So it just hit me, and I mean, chat can tell me now. Does this sound good? Do you feel that this is a nice idea?
I know that you're asking the chat, but chat is not talking. They only write messages. So I will answer to that. That I think it's a great idea, and Ukraine definitely will need the support, all the support after the war too, because we're gonna need a lot of rebuilding of our businesses because the economics is 50% destroyed physically. I mean, plants, a lot of plants, a lot of everything, shops, shopping malls. You know how everything is getting destroyed when Russians are trying to occupy any town or city. They just completely destroy it. It just look at Bakhmut. It's not even funny. I'm laughing right now, but it's a tragedy. People lose everything. Their homes, their businesses. Nothing is left when Russians come closer to the town or city. By the way, I just received another 11, almost $12 from Lorna. Thank you so much. I guess Lorna came from your community. Lorna
Yes, I
Morgan.
know her.
Thank you
Yep.
so much, Lorna, for $12. It will go, uh, yeah, half of it will go to each of fundraisers we're uh, doing right now. So yeah, my channel is actually looks like a charity channel, definitely. But I told you that the money that I receive from Buy Me a Coffee, I take for myself for the development of this channel and for motivation, definitely, because you when you do a job or work, you always need to receive some feedback. And I'm spending a lot of time trying to dub those interviews. Actually, we will need to talk about that too. It's an interesting topic. Um, But unfortunately, right now, I got, I mean, like, unfortunately is a bad word for it. I got a promotion at my job right now, at my primary job, and I work like 3 times more there right now. And it takes a lot of time. This is why I started sleeping less to still be dubbing. And uh, for me, being motivated, unfortunately, only words isn't enough. That's our human nature. I won't lie that I'm not a greedy bastard. I have enough money from my job. I'm not, just the tip money from a couple of coffees is gonna be good. And you know what I'm talking about. You put a lot of work in your channel. You post a video every day, right?
No, no, not every day.
Every 2 or 3 days.
Mostly the 3 days a week plus a stream. That's kind of the normal schedule. This week has been kind of crazy. Plus, I have some videos I'm working at the back end for. Those take a while, but mostly 3 videos and a stream. But
It's
it's been
still a
weird
lot.
lately.
It's still a lot of time and effort. I know that. So yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just like people's mind work, not mind. Sorry, I don't know how to explain. You will explain it better. You're
I think
the
I'm not that important in this conspect because to be honest, what I feel, what I want, what I need doesn't matter because what matters is Ukraine. Ukraine
yeah,
matters, and
yeah,
and and
definitely.
that's kind of like that's being kind of the not only the channel name but it's also my driver. It's like I will gladly sleep a lot after the war is over, and
Same
after
shit.
after we get the cause.
But you
So
know, we people have limits, and burnout is a real thing, and you cannot deny it. I think you can deny it definitely, but it will not deny. Shit, I'm looking too far with this. But okay, whatever. We are a charity channel here. I mean, we're raising money for the armed forces of Ukraine, and all the 100% that we're receiving to the jars and to the PayPal,
by the
we
way,
sit
like
there.
people are really fond of your T-shirt, or not
Yeah,
T-shirt, but like
yeah.
Vyshyvanka. What is the shirt like? Is it possible to buy them? How can you buy them through my web shop?
Through your web shop.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, is it possible?
Maybe it's possible. We just need to figure out how to bring it to your shop first, and then how to deliver them around the world. But we can make it happen. But we just I guess we need to figure it out. But yeah, Wishwanka, and it's actually my first one. I never had Wishwankas before, but this year I said, "Come on, man, how long will you be without Wishwanka?" And last month there was a Wishwanka day here in Ukraine, and I finally bought myself one. uh,
Eh,
and yeah, I people people like it. I like it too, but um, I want to buy a lot more of them because they are gorgeous. Some of them, but those one are gorgeous that are not really cheap. This is why I'm still waiting for the next payment to buy anyone. Payment from my job.
you're a YouTuber. You should buy your Vyshyvanka next before your next Ferrari. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
So
Not
anyway,
all those YouTubers are so lucky, I must say.
yeah. Anyway, there are a couple of questions. Like I'm actually running this a little bit Q&A, so I'm picking some really good questions that are here.
Great.
One of the interesting one was about the concerning your flag. Like people are saying sometimes they see Ukrainian flag that has lighter colors, sometimes they see Ukrainian flag that has like deeper blue color and so on. Is there any difference between the colors of the flag? Can you even go into like what it represents and why and what it is?
Okay, I must say that we have official colors, but I'm not sure which one of them. It's always two. This one is darker, and I like this one much more than the lighter colors. The darker blue and the darker yellow, they are all blue and yellow, both of them. Darker or lighter, it doesn't matter. They just mean, I mean, the top of the flag, the blue one, means the sky. And The bottom one, which is yellow, it means the fields, the sunflower fields we have here. So it's
Some
just,
people are posting corn emojis in the chat now.
yeah.
I don't think it's the right one.
No, not that one. We also have cornfields here. Definitely, America provided us with that too. Uh, am I not mistaken? The corn came to Europe from America, right?
I would guess, yeah.
Just like potatoes.
Not really good in the agriculture. Yeah, potatoes is from South America, that's for sure.
From the South America. Any America will do. It's all from
Yeah,
America.
it's
But
actually it's quite fascinating because in Chile they have so many potato dishes.
oh
Like
yeah.
that's for me as a Latvian born, like potatoes are like the life. So when I first heard about Chile and like their depth of potato dishes, I was like, oof, exciting.
By the way, I just received another $80 to the PayPal from Secular Sakai. Thank you so much, Sakai, for the donation. So it's 100 already from Sakai. I just wanted to get back to the flag, and we have the second flag, which is red and black. Have you seen that one? And I guess,
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure like community as well has seen, but I'm not sure if like if people are asking like questions about the normal flag. I'm pretty sure they have questions about that one as well.
Yeah, so that one is the round and blood. I mean, if you cover these colors with blood, they will turn into red and black. Uh, I mean, just the combination of colors. We have that, and it's
Isn't
just
yellow plus red brown?
uh, no, it's not brown. Oh, maybe brown. Maybe I'm mistaken. But the
I'm
ground
not sure. Like
is also
I'm
brown.
not designer.
Me neither. So I might be mistaken. But the version I've heard about that flag is that it's covered with blood. So the blood of our heroes, by the way, it appeared somewhere in the beginning of 20th century, if I'm not mistaken. But I won't get into deep because I'm not confident in this information. This is why I won't be misinforming you. Okay, I also
Oh, the
see
red and yellow makes orange. Mark is fixing me, so not brown, orange.
orange. So yeah, definitely it's not gonna be the flag if it's covered with blood, but we definitely have blood on the red one. I must say the red one is blood and the black is the ground. So
Uh,
that's it.
yeah. Oh, I must answer this question here for Steve. It's not related, but
Yeah.
Steve has been he's saying he's been asking this question like for the past three broadcasts of myself. So I want to address this question. So Steve is asking about the transfer of nuclear weapons to Belarus because like every time like there's nuke in it, like it's instantly like triggers everyone. It's like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
nukes, and like people like brains are just shuts off. The point is like transfer nukes to Belarus means absolutely nothing
Yeah.
because Russia can hit any part of Ukraine or Europe or US already. It has the capabilities, right? And it's not that they're handing over the nukes to Belarus. They're
Yeah.
still going to be in control.
Yeah.
Like it changes literally nothing except for putting nukes in your mind. So
Yeah.
it's all in your head, dude. Like it's all in your head. You're all pissing yourself and like nukes. It's
Yeah.
in your head. Chill,
Nukes.
relax. We are where we are. Russia is where it is. The situation is not changing. So it's all good. No nuclear escalation has been happening. It's just a weekly thing. It's like a how do you say like a periodic seizure that Russia is having their government because they don't have any way to escalate this war. So they're like it's like once a week nuclear threat,
Yes.
nuclear threat. And that's pretty much what's happening. So sorry, just needed to address that.
I actually totally agree with you and all. I mean, us Ukrainians stopped fearing the nukes from Russians about a year ago. We just said, fuck it, send your nukes. We're gonna survive that shit too. We have such an attitude towards the nukes here because we know Russians are bluffing lion bastards who never stand by any threat they do. All those red lines that we're talking about, Crimea, and now Belgorod region is being liberated by Russian Voluntary Corps, voluntary, and the Legion Freedom of Russia, and yeah, they just shoved it, and they sucked it, and they will bear, and they will cope. Yes, because for Russians, copium is everything, and those bastards will just cope with everything. They will um, be they won't send any nukes, and because they, even when Putin will be just cornered, I'm sure that he won't send the nukes. And I also believe in the possibility of Western countries preventing him of doing that, and they have all the mechanisms to do that, and they've already communicated this to Putin and his regime, right? It was also about a year ago already. It's been a summer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. People are asking, is it a realistic number of 70 plus years of demining for the whole of Ukraine? And eh,
I'm not sure that it's realistic, but it's definitely might be close to that because the territories are just huge. I mean, it's physically going to be hard to go around all the fields in Ukraine by even with help of all the free world. You know, if every country of a free world sends a team or two, or let's say 1,000 deminers, they won't be able to demine all the territory in years because the territory of Ukraine is really huge, and some of the, I mean, of course, all the people who are interested in Ukraine and in defeating Russia, they know that the our territory is huge, and they have an understanding how big it is. But some people who aren't, they're just living, sometimes not that interested, and it's okay. It's totally normal. They might not imagine how big it is, and that measuring with U.S. states, how many U.S. typical states Ukraine is, Georgie? Don't you know?
oh, I don't know. I
Per-
believe Ukraine is about the size of Texas.
no, much
Maybe
bigger,
a bit
man.
larger. No, is it bigger?
I guess it's
Like,
bigger.
let me see. There is this, like map compare. Compare.
By the way, while you're searching
The
for
true
that,
size.
I wanted to thank Sly Walker,
I'm
who
gonna.
probably came from your stream too. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to my chat. The
can
Let
you
me add the
send me the link,
source.
and I'm gonna show that to my
Yeah.
stream on my stream too, because I can still do that.
Yes. Just so we compare the true size of it. Let's go page. Okay, so now you see page. Let's see Ukraine. Whoop. Oh no, it is bigger than Texas. Yeah.
It's bigger.
It's about. I mean, it's about as big as Texas. No, like that's the border of Texas, right? So we have like Texas. I'm gonna use the green too. So whoop whoop. Like that's Texas, right? So it's about this as big as Texas. Yeah.
As
Yeah, I
big
was
as
right. I
Texas.
was right. Again, not a day goes by without me being right. There we go.
Well,
So we compared Ukraine with Texas, and it's about the size of Texas.
let me
So
show it, yeah, to people here. Yeah, it's about the size of Texas. I never realized that Texas is that big, to be honest.
yeah, yeah,
I thought Ukraine is much bigger. Let me show it on my stream. Just a second, guys. I'm gonna show it to you.
yeah,
If
yeah,
I'm
yeah. Guys, I know, it's plus minus, but we're measuring dicks here, so please.
yeah, Ukraine.
It's always someone is gonna be yes, but it's just too cold today.
Do you know? Do
So
you actually realize that we're measuring? Ukrainian dick with Texas dick. So it's kind of interesting that some all of these dicks aren't ours. Sorry for these things, but you guys see it, probably see it right now that
Well,
there's
Ukraine is
Ukraine.
not fully populated as well. Like people are saying, Texas is big, Texas is big but empty. I know that, like, obviously you are very, very road dependent, but Ukraine is also huge, and there is also a lot of villages like Sako and Vanseti, whereas like the population is three people.
Yeah,
So there are a couple of villages in Ukraine like that as well, quite a lot of them. But I guess it's like because it's a European, so it's a little bit more spread out. So there's like more small of these, and it's not like as urbanized as like a couple of big cities like I don't know Dallas, Austin, Houston, so on.
yeah,
But then again, like no, Ukraine has also quite a lot of big cities.
yeah, a lot of
Which
them.
city you would like to go to after war chat? Can you write? How do you feel like? Which city? Do you want to see only Kiev or do you have anything else? Like, ask me about the city in Ukraine, and I'll tell you what I think about this. Also, do you want to go to the eastern side, like the where Rick is from?
Yeah, actually, I would
Wow, that's like,
recommend
oh my
to
god, like
go.
Odessa, 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 Odessa. Just like what?
um, yeah, I actually wanted to say that Donetsk is definitely worth visiting, but unfortunately, after 9 years of Russian world, it become much worse. I remember the Donetsk from 2013. Man, it was a beautiful city. It was actually close to Kiev. It was big. It was prospering. It had a great infrastructure, some nice shopping malls, some great arenas. We had, football arena where we held. It was new, brand new. It was built before Euro 2012, and fortunately, right now it's not functional because Russian peace brought only decay. They didn't provide any progress, as usually. They always do that shit. And I received another $105 from Tane Odesson. Thank you so much, Tane. Also,
Taka.
my moderator, Tane is great. And I guess Tane visits your streams too, right?
Yeah,
He often.
Tuna is a constant guest. Like I really appreciate him. Like he always puts up some really good questions.
Yeah,
So
yeah, a great
really
member of our
appreciate.
community
Like
too.
it's actually one of the weird things that I noticed. Like I have like a lot of thousands of subscribers, and recently we've passed over 80,000. And
Yeah,
what I've
congrats with
learned
that.
is like I know most of the people. I have no idea how. Like I thought it would be like, it's like the memory of the person is seven plus two plus minus two entities that he can keep in mind at one specific time. But no, I remember like people. I remember like, oh, there's a comment from Lorna. Well, I know Lorna. Like I remember. It's like I remember she was donating to you. I remember this like so, stuff like that. I'm really surprised just how much actual like because I thought like was what was my scare with the channel growing was that I would lose personal connection because I'm very informal. Like I'm pretty sure you already realized like me and my chat we're just buddies. We're talking with each other. People are writing me like how stupid I am or how humble I am or like how much they would not like to send me money that I could use to buy new equipment from the armed forces of Ukraine and then spend money on my own stuff. But on the other hand, like yeah, I was afraid that the personal connection with my community will disappear. That's why it's very very happy. I'm very very happy that despite all of that, I'm still like recognizing people. People recognize me, just always ask me. They know my email. Like the best part is the email. Guys, I want to say specifically thank you. I might not always answer you right away, but like I do receive all your emails and I do read them. Like it's just I'm really bad at writing. I don't really have the time to write answers. So thank you so much for writing it. Like seriously, I really appreciate you. So huge love to all of you.
Georgie, can you imagine? I didn't give your stream a like. I just did it, and I
Wow.
will ask people if they don't mind to go to my stream that is also going right now and give it a thumbs up because it helps with engagement. And we started lately. We started, you know, attracting some. people who just find us in YouTube recommendations, and they're coming to the chat and saying, "Wow, I just discovered your channel, I like it a lot." And thanks YouTube for that, for showing yeah, our stream there, but not YouTube. Actually, I thank all who are giving likes, because that's how it works. So if you will be kind to me and go there and like the stream, I will be really, really grateful to you guys. Thank you. I also received another donation. Let me just say who that was. Cheryl Waitley. Thank you so much. Cheryl,
Okay, what's your like when people are sending money to your truck? Can you specify what should they see who they're sending to? Because people are asking questions that, oh, supposedly some donations to a truck. Is it on the NAFO site, like Help 99, or
no,
where is it?
no. The truck is actually from my friend Halina, who's a Ukrainian
Yeah,
volunteer. My
yeah.
community
So
knows
truck is
Halina.
correct. Truck is right, and like, how does it look like when people go in there?
It's
Just so we're
the
sure that it's
jar.
not a
You mean
scam. That someone,
the
yeah.
jar?
So it's just people. Yeah,
I'm gonna show it on my stream just a second, and I'm gonna send you the link right now, so you will
yeah.
show
We'll
it
we'll
on your
show it. We'll
screen.
show it just to make sure that it's like not a scam and so
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
So
sure, sure.
people don't share random links because like the last thing I want is people to donate stuff. In the meantime, Florian, thanks so much for $10. Greeting from the German Baltic Sea. Appreciate it. The positive spirit is there. Like my stream is there for a positive spirit, and the armed forces of Ukraine actually doing. Like they're doing great to support the positive spirit. It's very hard to be negative. I told you at the start of this year that we're going to have a couple of really hard months, and we did have a couple of really hard months. Like if you remember, like February, March, it felt like that it's never going to end. Felt
Oh
that
yeah.
like it's just grinding down, and like Ukraine just doesn't have anything. And I warned you that this is going to be really hard. We're now entering the stage where there's going to be worse and worse and worse situation for the Russians because Ukrainians have been able to withstand their onslaught, have been able to gather up the resources that are necessary for their counterattack. And now it's going to be good news after good news after good news. So while this war is awful and there's a lot of people going to be dying during these attacks, that's the important thing to remember. The cost of liberation of the Ukrainian lands is going to be atrociously awful. Best people are going to die, and that on Ukrainian side. But
Yep.
at least it's going to bring us closer to unjustified aggressor being put in their rightful place where they should belong, beyond the border of the civilized world that we have in Europe. And until they in Russia figure the fuck out how they want to become a civilized nation, this is where they're going to stay. And Ukraine is going to make sure of it.
Thank you for this great speech. Well, I couldn't say it better, Georgie. I like how you talk and how you explain all those things to people. I just wanted to thank
Did you
your
share it?
community
Yeah.
for coming to this stream, giving a likes. I see 100 viewers. It's something new for me. Before that, we had 66 people as a record. We're not such a big channel. We also have a lot of subscribers just who just wanna watch the dubbing. I do. By the way, next Sunday, no, sorry, next Saturday, I'm planning to launch the next dub with the Russian POW, Prisoner of War. If you guys didn't know that I'm dubbing those, we're still gonna get to that on the stream today. We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about that,
Oh, we're
definitely.
going to talk about it right now. I just want to switch to show, but finish your talk and then I'll
Yeah,
switch, we'll show the banka and then come back.
yes, I'm showing the banka on my stream for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. You guys may see it right now. So it says Anastasia B created the jar, and it's pick up in Ukrainian. So if you guys know Ukrainian, you just look at this and compare it to what you see there when you follow the link. So this is the jar. The goal
Yeah,
is
sorry guys, like it's
300,000.
because I don't have, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
there we go. I put it on the screen. This is what you would see, guys. So this is essentially it's a well-known, how to say, Ukrainian way of how they're gathering money. I've seen this countless times because, like, when I was donating things that Ukrainians, I was donating to the Ukrainian units directly, and most of them are gathering money through this monobank application. So this is a very, very common way how Ukrainians are gathering money. So it's a very, very, how do you say, the trusted source. I cannot say about Anastasia. This is on Rick's,
It's on my
if
side.
she is trusted or not. But yeah, if you trust Rick, then trust this.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for the trust. And yeah, my community will definitely vouch for Helena, and Anastasia is Helena's friend. I can actually show you the story from Helena from this week. No, from yesterday, actually, where they talk about this, but it's in Ukrainian, guys. You probably won't understand much, but if you want me to show it to you, if you want me to spend the time on this right now on the stream, because I guess we don't have all the time in the world, right, Georgie? How much do you have?
Yeah,
How much more
basically
time do you have?
additional like 20 minutes. So it's a great time for you to talk of your translation, because
Yeah,
a lot of the content, like for example, like why it's sometimes easy for me to talk with chat and explain a lot of things that are happening in Ukraine, is that I'm watching firsthand certain things that are available only in Ukrainian. And one of those things, for example, to help understand how Russians think and what they perceive, is listening to the prisoners of war speak. Like, obviously they are prisoners of war speaking under camera, so you should put an asterisk to that. But when you kind of listen to one person, then you listen to another person, then you listen to the third, the fourth, the fifth, and so on, you start recognizing patterns. And
yes,
these patterns on one side can be just a story that they tell each other, like, if you ever get caught, just say this. But on the other hand, you start noticing like the thinking patterns when certain questions are coming up. So if you don't analyze every single interview as a specific interview and believe the answers that are true, but rather think about what kind of thinking patterns are these people expressing when they're answering questions on that interview, you start understanding a lot more what the Russians are thinking, how are they perceiving this war, and where their situation is leading. And Rick is helping to breach a lot of that gap by actually dedicating his a lot of his time and actually translating the interviews that are done with the prisoners of war on does it count on the Ukrainian side, prisoners of war, or on the Russian side? Basically,
yeah,
Russian prisoners of war.
yeah. So they
Okay,
are
but can you
Russians.
tell more about this?
Yeah, of course, they are Russians who came. I mean, not came, who got into Ukrainian captivity. Most of them were just caught on a battlefield. You know, sometimes defenseless, sometimes they just wander around the front line and got caught by our soldiers. Sometimes great diversions are happening by our soldiers. But anyway, they sit in Ukrainian captivity and they voluntarily give interviews to a famous Ukrainian journalist, Volodymyr Zolkin. He is actually the one to get the credit for those interviews because he does all the interviewing, and he is not alone who does that. He has a partner, Dmytro Karpenko, who is actually a second journalist. They were doing these interviews since the very beginning, since the, I guess it was 5th of March last year, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. But it was March, definitely, last year, and um, they started doing this, and Russians at first they kind of tried to put some truth into Russians' heads, but they saw in time, they saw in a few months, they saw that it's useless, that they will just keep believing their propaganda. And now they mostly trying to show how damn miserable they are in Russia, and not in terms of their being like victims, but in terms of all their ideology and all of their way of life. It's actually bigger than just their propaganda and 30 years of brainwashing. It's something deeper, it's something that goes back in Russian history. And I see those patterns. The more interviews I definitely watched like 300 of them, but not all of them. It's around 700 of them already. That channel is something crazy. The amount of content, sometimes I miss one or two interviews, and I need to catch up with them, watching like three per day. Sometimes they launch multiple interviews per day. It's crazy. Georgie, you are frozen there. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just. I've put yourself up, just chatting. But please continue.
Okay, so um, what patterns are you having in mind, Georgie? Maybe you will, because I have a lot of them and I don't even know what to begin with. Um,
I mean, you're the expert. You saw so many of them, so I thought you would say. But like one of the major patterns, like, is just the general perception that none of them was ever here to hurt anyone. That like none of them was ever saying that, like, oh, I came in, to fight or to defeat
yeah,
Nazis or to fight. Every single one of them is like, oh, like, I never shot a bullet. Like, I was only like delivering things. I was like, like, always there to supply. And like,
yeah,
it's every single one of them. Like you see like 1,000 prisoners, and none of them like were like anything. And I remember like one of the interview was literally like asking a guy, is like, you arrived on infantry fighting vehicles. It's a
yeah,
big armored vehicle with a bullet. What do you think it does? Like, shoots rainbows? Like, what
yeah,
happens when the bullets fly out? And it's like, yes, 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 but I was not doing anything. I was just driving it. Like, it's not that I was aggressively participating or invading your country. So that's kind of the obvious. But then again, like, that's why I wanted to give you some space to talk
yeah.
about what you have noticed and what you have experienced.
I will. Let me do it this way. I have actually some points written, which I was talking about on End Time Show. We've met there with Nick Suter and Isendrin. Um, do you've been there on their show, right, Georgie? Or don't you know about
Which
that?
one?
End Time Show.
In time, yes. Nick, amazing guys. Nick
Yeah.
and Commander.
Nick Commander
Yeah,
and Isendrin
Lance.
was there when I
Hmm.
joined them. It was Nick and Isendrin, so I haven't had a chance to talk with Commander Lance yet. But
Huge love to Nick.
what?
Huge love to Nick,
Oh
Commander,
yeah,
and everyone
yeah.
on the show. Really looking forward for my next time there.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. We agreed to have one in a few months or something like that. But this was a very interesting conversation. I actually realized some interesting. I had some insights right there on their stream when they were giving me a great questions about that. It had me thinking about some things and figuring out even more. And I wanted to say that, yeah, let's go by that list. Yeah, shout out to In Time Show. If you guys haven't been following them yet, please go and subscribe. They provide an amazing content. And they're really doing it professionally, like the way they are doing it. I wanted to say that, of course, all of them, all of those Russians who are in captivity, saying that they are innocent, they never shot a bullet, and only two or three of them commit. I mean, no, not convinced. How do you call this thing when you, yeah, say, damn it, I forgot the English word for you saying that you've committed the truth. What's the process of acknowledging, right? It's acknowledging.
Acknowledgement. Yeah, yeah.
They've acknowledged they've committed crimes, they've killed someone. Only like few. I mean, it's gonna be less than a dozen Russians who, sorry, acknowledged they've committed crimes. Again, forgot that word. But they are, some of them are lying, obviously. I mean, most of them are obviously lying. And for example, one of the interviews I've dubbed was with Cold-Blooded Killer. It was in his eyes. He was killing Ukrainians, but he got away with it. That buzzword, I'm sure that he was exchanged. And those people, my like opinion is that those kind of prisoners of war should not be exchanged because they will definitely come back and they will definitely kill us again. They will do everything. He's a professional soldier, so it's like he's principle. He was avoiding most of the topics, like the hard questions from Zolkin. Zolkin was actually doing a great job trying to talk some shit out of him, but he didn't Yeah, he didn't say anything. Also, there was a lot of homophobia in the end of that video. Both Zolkin said some risky things. I know that Zolkin was actually, playing along with him to make him talking. But he said some nasty things that some people who don't see him being sarcastic or just like interrogating, using some tactics, they start saying that, wow, I will not listen to Zolkin again. How can he be homophobic and stuff like that? But Zolkin is a smart guy and he's a tolerable guy, and I'm sure that he's not homophobic, but who knows? Maybe he is. But anyway, it's not the topic. The topic is that cold-blooded killer. That yeah yeah that. Oh my God. So the Ukrainian or Russian
Ah,
started tearing out of me. Sometimes when I'm getting tired, I start my
it
accent
happens.
starts to appear and stuff like that. Yeah, I have accent. I know, but it's getting worse when I'm getting tired. And yes, so all of them are kind of innocent, but we all know that they are lying. All of them are avoiding. That's the first pattern that I wanted to point at, because they are all talking only like not even half truths, but some kind of 10% of it. They are avoiding some bad topics. But anyway, there are some great interviews where um, they are talking some nasty stuff that they did. Maybe we stop on this point for a second. Maybe you have some
Sure.
addition or questions, and we go to the next
No,
one.
no, no, no. Just closely. We should kind of edge towards wrapping this up.
Got
So
it.
a lot of people like asking you to please continue with the translations. That
I
they really
will.
find this helpful. So
I just really, guys, it's a matter of time when I be able to do it as my primary job, when I'm going to be able to switch it. The problem right now is money. I need more money to live for. I just need money to live for to quit my job and start doing translations as a primary job. That's the thing. I would gladly switch to that because I love to do it. I feel such I don't know, pleasure to dubbing. It's when I'm doing dubbing itself, because I'm usually trying to change the voice, and it's like an actor thing. So I also receive pleasure from that. But my primary goal is to bring you the vision of those ugly people who call themselves Russians. They their mentality is a slave mentality. They are actually, another point I would love to go to is they live in a learned helplessness. Do you know that syndrome?
uh, live and learn
No, no, no.
helplessness.
Just learned
No,
helplessness. It's kind of a
learn helplessness. No,
um,
what is it?
it's when you are being trained to be helpless. Like, for example, there's a metaphor
It's like a
for.
victim mentality or something.
Yeah, something like that, but not
Yeah,
exactly. Just there's a metaphor, great metaphor for that. Imagine a frog being put into a cold water in a um, how do you call that thing? Where you boil something?
yeah, like a pot.
Pot, yeah, pot. Being put there in a cold water, and you've put it on a small flame, and
Yeah,
flame is warming up water bit by bit, and the frog is not noticing when it's being started boiling. So that's what happens to Russians. They've been convinced that
yes.
yeah, slowly they've been convinced that they don't they have no, oh my God, forgetting words again. They have no power in Russia. Everything is being decided for them. Everything is being like done by them, and they live in this mentality. A thing is always saying, all of them are saying that we are small people. It's one of the first things that they always answer to any question that interviewer are giving him. For example, why didn't you disagree? Why didn't you go there and protest on the streets, on the squares? Why didn't you do that? We're small people. We don't We cannot change anything. We are, it's a slave mentality. They all think that they cannot change anything, that they don't leverage anything, they don't leverage. Is it a word to use in this case? Georgie, help me out there.
Which one?
Leverage. Uh, can you use it as a
Leverage.
verb?
Leverage what?
Yeah, leverage anything
Leverage
in
can be
their
correct word in this.
to
But to
leverage
leverage
anything in
what?
their country. I mean, to damn it. I need
If that they have the way to leverage the government essentially. Yeah,
yes.
yeah, agree. I think it's a bit of a simplification. I think for kind of deeper understanding of a Russian mentality, I believe Vlad Vexler does pretty good job explaining it. Like, and I've been saying it always. Like, I don't agree with some of the takes Vlad Vexler has, but I overall think that for how do you say, to get from a starting point to pretty okay understanding of Russians, Vlad is an excellent host. He's actually an academic in psychology, so he knows what he's talking about and how to describe it.
Where is he from?
But he's Russian originally,
He's
but
Russian.
he's more of a he's more of a how do you say, more of a British now than Russian. He's been living there for most of his life, but
Uh-huh.
he's definitely very good in describing. He has the academic approach, so he's uh, like, it's like I know that Ukrainians, like anything that's Russian, is pretty much bad. It's about the same for me, but I think Vlad is very much decoupled
Mhm.
from pretty much
Actually,
everything that is
I
dealing with Russian.
I must say that I am really, I don't trust any Russian, even if it's some liberal. They
Yeah.
showed that they are not that kind of
No, you should
opposition.
not trust.
Yeah, we should
Every
not trust
Russian
them.
has some kind of shit that is within him. Like, the only thing you
Yeah.
need to have is listen. If you listen to a Russian long enough, you start noticing the shit coming out. That's
Yep.
just
Yep.
like a common saying. And unfortunately, I can count the number of people that are Russian that are okay. I would say, like, on one hand, that I can count them, and
Yeah.
that has, like, over like a longer period of time, that they have been consistent and so on. And the problem is that most of them don't really matter. So that's the funny part.
So
That's the
Ukraine
funny part.
matters,
That's like,
Russia doesn't matter, right?
oh no, I mean, like, that's kind of like completely true.
Yeah.
That's like one of my go-to answers, like, oh, Georgie, like, but what do you think about the future state of Russia, like, and how would they deal with the you know difficulties after the war? It's like, I don't give a shit.
Who the
I don't
fuck
care.
cares? Who the
Yeah,
fuck cares?
get out of Ukraine. Figure out on your
Yep.
own whether you want to be a democratic country or don't want to be a democratic country. Have your own local conflicts, whatever. We can come in and sweeply buy from you nuclear weapons if, like, some local warlord suddenly decides, oh my god, I need to go fight the other warlord over there. But I have some nukes here. Like, nukes are not really helping me in this small scale battle, but I can sell them to Europeans, and Europeans will just, like, yeah, okay, we'll buy your nukes. Here you go. Here's, like, some conventional, AKs, some systems. We're just gonna buy it from you, and then now this warlord has a lot of stash, except no nukes. And if, like, let's put it very clearly, if Russia would not have nukes, we would not be in the situation like this. We would say it's a 1 month aggression, and then it gets crushed because no one would ever ask twice about what's happening. The only reason we're still having any kind of discussion about Russia is nukes. That's
Yep.
it. That's
Yep.
the only thing on the question,
It would
because
definitely be
otherwise,
already a number, a big number of different countries, if not those fucking nukes. Um, Definitely.
for
And it's
sure.
actually, Georgie, do you agree with me that perfect end to this war is disintegration of Russia, of it's fallen into 89 pieces as, yeah, like a huge people, I mean, huge number of people here in Ukraine think right now. What do you think about this?
I don't know if it's the best scenario. Like, I think I don't really care. Like, when I say I don't care, I mean I don't care.
Yeah, okay.
Uh, I can see various scenarios. Disintegration is one of them. I don't see anything wrong with it. If Russia suddenly becomes, like, democratic and some kind of liberal opposition comes to power, it's fine by me. as well. But obviously, we need to see what kind of sanctions and so on. I think we need to look at ourselves. I think what we need to learn from all of this situation, and I'm speaking like on the Western part, like I cannot speak for Ukraine. This is more what you can reflect. It's actually going to be nice last words
Yeah,
from you. But like one of the things that I really advise people in the West to reflect on ourselves, because we did a lot of actions that brought Putin to power. Essentially, we created almost Hitler right now, and we are
yeah,
continuing on the same pattern working with China. So my question is that we look at ourselves, at our actions, at the politicians that we are electing, at the policies we're supporting, and so on, and what kind of world are we building going forward. And I think that what we have forgotten is that democracy needs to be very well protected by a lot of it. And I think we dig way too deep into the peace dividends that we got after the Second World War, and we became complacent. And we need to take responsibility for those mistakes, and we need to review it. We need to understand that we need to be strong if we want to democracies and democratic societies prevail. That is something we definitely need to reflect on.
yeah. I totally agree with you, and I must say that um, what I think about Russia's disintegration. The problem is Russian, imperialism is in their blood. It's been there for centuries. Every, um, you know, regime that ruled Russia, uh, be it the Soviet Union or this current regime, or before that Tsar's regime, you know, all those imperialism has been with them for all this time, and it won't go away by government changing in Russia. We here in Ukraine we understand this because we've seen it in history. They've had kind of democratic governments before. Putin tried to fool everyone that they have a democratic society. You know that they don't have the totalitarianism. English word is getting hard for me in here. But the thing is that if Russia stays this big, it is still an empire. Soviet Union doesn't completely ruined. It only ruined like 30, I mean, only 30% of its territory become an independent countries. And some of them, like Chechnya, for example, or Ichkeria is the right word for it, been suppressed by Russian war, by Russian aggression back then, and it's been a pure genocide of Chechen people, Ichkeria people, and I must say that it is all gonna repeat if Russia stays such a huge empire. But the problem is the nations that are living under the rule of this savage empire, they don't have their own will to, you know, be independent. They don't have, a lot of them were suppressed as nations, as I was talking about it in the beginning. Do you remember that some of Donbass people um, still lived in the reality of like Soviet people, and a lot of Russian people are still living in that reality. A lot of them are still living in Soviet Union, and they dream to be back at it. This is why they support this regime and this war so much, because it brings them the Soviet Union back. And this is not something that will be defeated by government, by the new government, let's say some democratic liberal government. It won't just get this imperialism out of the heads of the people. And who knows if this integration is not going to bring wars and bloodshed, but what happens in Russia doesn't matter. Russia doesn't matter, as you said. So it's actually, um, I mean, they must solve their problems by their own. It's their responsibility, it's their problem, and we must just, be sure that this will not happen again, because it happened again and again. These bloodsheds and wars and invasions and genocide of Ukrainian people happened for centuries. I guess first time it happened in 1447, so long ago. You know, these invasions were going on for almost 6 centuries. Russians were invading Ukraine and they destroying us, invading, conquering, and we are still a nation. I must say that I've noticed that our nation is so strong that it survived so many different Russian empires, like Soviet Empire or a Russian Empire itself before that, and now we are stronger than ever. And I'm 100% sure that we're gonna defeat Russia here in Ukraine. And I really hope that Russian people, beginning with Russian Voluntary Corps and the Legion Freedom of Russia, will like liberate Russians from this regime, and it's and this threat to Ukraine will be eliminated. The militarized zone will be created around Ukraine. Let's say 100 kilometers at least will be better. I mean, will be awesome. What do you think about this zone? Do you think it's needed?
I mean, it's gonna be there. It's like it's not really a question of if. Like I'm pretty sure Budanov is gonna make sure that
Yeah,
it's there. So
he will,
and
and Zaluzhny will definitely help him with that. And yeah, this is happening. Everything is just as Georgie said like 20 minutes ago. Everything's going to be only better and better after a few really hard months like January and February. March was hard too, I must say, when unfortunately we were losing some um, towns and villages around Bakhmut, and so many soldiers died there, and it was really hard to watch how many, on Facebook, when you go into Ukrainian Facebook, you see it's like it's only black and white pictures every day. You see so many soldiers dying there on the front line on battlefield. And sometimes, yeah, some days here in Ukraine are, I won't say unbearable, but really hard. Uh, but we have a great army. We have a lot of great people who are making this possible, who are making the defeat of Russia possible. And Russia is already losing. Russia will completely lose this war. And I really hope that the not the International Criminal Court, but the special tribunal will take place, and it will be efficient. And I hope it will be even more efficient that Nuremberg tribunal was, because we all know that a lot of Nazis were avoiding the justice back then, unfortunately. And I hope this regime that caused this many deaths and suffering will pay for all this shit they've done. Well, I know that this final speech of mine today was pretty long, but I wanted to say
oh, it was good.
thank you.
It's like it's not on my channel that I would interact long speeches. Not like I'm definitely not the person. It's like because people watch some other YouTubers that are making like more concise, short reports on the front lines, and then they come to my channel, and then they expect, okay, I'm gonna get like some kind of report on the situation, and then I sit there and like go into long tirades about how certain things are developing, what's the mentality behind it, and then I was like, oh my god, 1 out of 10. Oh my, why are you taking so long talking? Like, just tell me about like who killed one, which positions have been stormed, stuff like that. But thank you so much, Rick, for doing this. I really appreciate you coming over. I think it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I
I
agree with
know
that.
people really enjoy this. Like, there's a lot of support for you, what you do in my chat,
Thank
in my
you.
community. So maybe they're not appearing. Like you said that you have like maybe 100 or so people on your streams. So maybe people are not appearing there, but definitely a lot of people saying that they know you and they have been watching you. So what you do does
Thanks a
matter
lot.
a
I
lot.
wanted to say real quick that we're still gonna continue our stream for about an hour more. I will also make it a small usual stream after this one, where we discuss news and Ukrainian culture and all that stuff that we usually do. So if you guys are willing to continue with us, you can join us on our channel. The stream will still be going for um, another hour. And I wanted to thank all the support I received during the stream. I saw a lot of people come into the stream, subscribe, and thank you so much for the subscriptions, guys, for the support. I also received $50 uh, coffees, 50 coffees by Mary Dimpna Gabin. I wanted to thank a member of your community, I'm sure. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you for 50 coffees. And the your guy Sly Walker was gifting memberships on my stream nonstop. He went there and was doing like
He's crazy. He's
yeah, this was
yeah.
crazy. Sly, I noticed that. I just didn't want to interrupt our conversation with Georgie. Thank you so much for all those memberships. Thank you so much for support. Thank you, Georgie, for giving me a
Yes.
chance to do this co-stream with you. It's nice to meet you, to know more
Yeah.
about you, and I hope we'll meet again. We can do
Yeah.
this again if you wish, and we also we will
Yeah.
help Ukraine.
With
And thank you
with
so much.
regards to schedule for my channel, yeah, thank you so much for it, Rick. See you later. I'll just gonna finish up with me discussing with the channel.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
Georgie.
see
Well, slava
you.
Ukraine.
Yes.
See you.
So, guys, with regards to my channel, what we're gonna have, I'm gonna be working.
Okay, guys. So we've kind of disconnected from Georgie, and it was great. I really enjoyed being there and talking to Georgie. I liked it a lot. Welcome all the new members. Also, I saw someone become a javelin back there. Thank you so much. Your support means a lot to me. Walker, thank you again for all those gifted memberships. My streams are usually where I'm trying to answer each and every message of yours, guys. But today I see 110 viewers right now, and I think I probably won't be able to answer each of your question or message, but I will try to at least welcome each and every one of you. Mark Thompson, I have both channels running at the same time. Welcome, Mark. RF from USA. I donated to Monobank yesterday to a Ukrainian military unit. Only some of my cards work. Aha. Welcome to the stream too. Robin Saverda. Heroям Slava. Welcome to the stream. Rena. Oh, guys, so many new faces and user pics mostly. I don't see faces there, right? Georgie is awesome, says Jet. So glad you had him as a guest. Thank you so much, Jet. Jet, by the way, maybe you want to join us for the last hour? What do you say? Or you working? I hope you're not working. But you probably resting. And anyway, if you want to appear here, and we're gonna be happy to see you. Robin says, great show. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robin. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing. By the way, guys, I saw you've been sending some donations to the PayPal, and I really am interested in mentioning each and every one of them. Let me mention those that I missed. So Anhel sent $50. Says whatever you want, but all the money that I receive here on PayPal, I send them to the jars. So I think we guys gotta close the fundraiser for the drones today, and everything that's gonna be left should be sent to the jar for the pickup trucks. But there's a second option, and the second option is that we split all the money that I received on the PayPal equally. It maybe will delay the closing of the fundraiser for the drone for a bit, but it will be fair. And the pickup truck is more expensive, so it will need more support, definitely. I also see people coming. People coming. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome to the stream. And 128 viewers. This is crazy, guys. Last time we had a record of 66. So thank you so much, Ukraine Matters, your community, and Georgie for helping us out to, uh, you know, um, be seen, be known and recognized, and it's for you to judge if you like the channel. Stay here with us and listen about what we're talking about, and you will know more, and probably you'll like it. I'm really glad to see new people here, and I'm sure that people who are coming from Georgie's channel are amazing, and Ukraine Matters says uh, everything. I mean, you guys, I know, guys, that you understand that Ukraine matters. This is why Ukraine will win, definitely, because all the world, all the free world is united around Ukraine and helping us a lot. And I'm really, really happy and usually touched by that, by the amount of support we receive and the armed forces are receiving from you here. It's just amazing. Talking about the fundraisers, I usually report on my channel. For example, let me show you my channel and let's go. Where is it? Uh, am I showing it to you? No, I'm not showing it to you. Let me just um, change the properties. Aha, I need to add another source in here. Just a second. Okay, window capture. And even more people just come to the stream. I'm happy to see you here, guys. Welcome. Okay, so here's my channel. I need to make it smaller. Yes, like this. And what I was wanting to show to you is this. Oh no, webcam group is this. I'm covering myself up with this. But hey, come on, work. Aha, it works now. So, I usually report about the fundraisers here in community tab. For example, after the stream, I report on how much we raised. Then, yeah, with photos, yeah, with the photo of Jar and Halina. Yeah, she's my friend. I'm usually sending her money for medkits. Keep up the great work as you see it here, and she's doing a great work. She's so selfless. She's given all of her to helping Ukraine win in this war. I'm really proud that I have such a friend. Helena is just amazing. And actually, guys, I actually can show you the video about her. Yeah, I came to her house and she was making medkits. She showed me how to make medkits. So just a second. Where was it? In shorts. Yes, Helena is here in shorts. Yeah, you see, I also report in shorts when I give some equipment or Helena gives some equipment to soldiers. But let's watch the video about Helena. So you will know who are you donating to. Oh, the sound is off. How do I turn it on? Like this. Okay. And I cannot. Yeah, let's watch.
My friend. Today she taught me to gather the med kit, the professional one, the one for the front line, for the guys from the front line. All the stuff, we gathered it today. She taught me how to, where to put. Everything is on its place, everything is where it should be. That's all that's needed. And I guess it's NATO standard, right, Галя? Це
Yes.
НАТО, це стандарт НАТО.
Yes,
Yes.
and more.
And even more. Yeah, some bonuses like these hidden. Yeah, it's extra quality. It's Halina's quality. She's making these every day.
Have
This
you
is a
noticed
great
the
work
cat
she's
there?
doing, and I just wanted to share it with you, and that's it.
Слава Україні!
I love my friend, and
Hi, guys.
she's amazing. So you guys now know who Helena is, and I see even more people. Wow, guys, thank you so much for coming. 145 viewers right now. That's what I see. And if you haven't given a like to the stream yet, please give this a like. It will help to bring even more people to the stream. And also, someone just bought me 20 coffees. Thank you so much. It was Amartsky. Wow, nice name. I like it. 20 coffees. Thank you so much, Amartsky. And also, I haven't haven't mentioned all the donations I received on PayPal. Just give me a second. Let me see. It was Ann Hill, yes, I've mentioned that one. Julie Klushnik or Klushnik, yes, $25. Thank you so much. And Wilk, thank you so much, Ann. I appreciate your support. $55 from Ann Wilk. Now, for now, we raised today. We raised from only on my PayPal. We raised $921.71. Wow, that's cool. Thank you so much. Rollo, by the way, I've noticed you've been gifting memberships before and becoming a Javelin. It was you who become a Javelin, right? Thank you so much for this. Thank you for the support, all the memberships and gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. You guys help me to focus on my on my passion, on what I love to do eventually. Not for now. I still have to earn money at my work, and I actually, am interested to try myself as a, um, you know, on a managing position. Yeah, that's what I received lately. So it's pretty interesting. I still wanna work there and see how what my leadership skills are, how good they are. I mean, and yeah, so still not leaving the job, but when I will have enough to just live for, I will definitely switch to dubbing because it's something amazing. I really want you to listen to those orcs, to know what they are doing, what they are thinking of, what how ridiculous they are a lot of times. It's actually interesting. Let's go to one video I've been talking about, not this one. Um, this was a stream. Is it, by the way, is it the stream? Yeah, it's on my side. Guys, wow, 278 likes. It's something that we never had before. Thank you so much for this number of likes. It's really appreciated. And let's go back to my channel. I wanted to show you the another shorts about, for example, the soldier who is the defender from territorial, one of the brigades of territorial defense. We were helping
Hi guys.
his brigade with tablets, for example. Yeah, let's see.
I have
Let's
a
watch this
warrior
video.
here with me. His name is confidential, I guess. But I'm giving these tablets to him, and they're gonna go to 241st Brigade already to tomorrow, not today, right?
Ні, ще тут роботи з ними є.
Okay, so soon, very soon, they're gonna head out. So I want to thank you for your service and all the brigade for their service, and we keep doing what we're doing, raising money for armed forces of Ukraine, and armed forces of Ukraine are protecting us and liberating our country. Thank you. Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.
Hi guys.
Yeah, and after that, thank you for watching this with me. I just wanted to show you the full cycle. Yeah, before that, I was showing
Hey
the
guys,
tablets
I have an
when
update
I
for you.
bought it
4 less tablets
and
arrived
brought it
today,
home.
So it's
Well, not
10 plus.
technically not me, but I was receiving them and given to the soldiers. But after that, soldiers have recorded a video for us and sent it for me to post.
Dear Rick, we, the fighters of territorial defense of Ukraine, Brigade number 241, are very appreciative to you for this useful help, for this wonderful equipment. We promise to use it effectively in our common struggle with modern evil. Slava Ukraini!
By the way, guys, I forgot to mention before, like, this is kind of an old video. It's probably a month old, maybe 3 weeks, but there's a stork. In the end of the video, there's a stork that's actually on my logo too. It's flying over their heads, behind them. Just watch it. In the end, it's gonna appear. I like that moment.
We promise to use it effectively in our common struggle.
It's short, so it's, oh, there it is. Have you seen the stork? Stork is actually a symbol of Ukraine, and I just noticed. Yeah, I just noticed something else. I don't know what. Sly Walker gifts another 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Sly. Guys, I hope you as I do, thought and that these shorts were important to watch to, present what we do here on the channel. I think it was important to show people what we do here, because we have a lot of new people today who probably didn't know about our channel before. But some of you maybe already knew, and I am grateful to everyone who is supporting Ukraine armed forces, my work, who's believing in me, who trusts me and trusts in what we do here on the channel. Another $20 from Secular Sekai. Thank you so much, Sekai. By the way, guys, maybe you've answered my question in the chat already, but I'm missing all the questions today. Tanea says, thank you, thank you, thank you, Sly Walker. I totally agree. Thank you, Sly. It was a huge number of gifted memberships today from you. I'm really grateful for that. And okay, so guys, we were talking about money that we need to send to the fundraisers, and I proposed two options. First, we send send enough money to close the last fundraiser, and all the rest we send to the new fundraiser, or maybe we split it into halves and send. It's gonna. I guess this second option will be not much fair, but more fair because, because it's gonna be two halves, and yeah, just let me know what you think about that. And it is so awesome seeing the community grow by the minute. Thank you, Sly Walker, Rollo, Rick Sanchez. Yeah, guys, thanks so much. Rollo, I noticed your gifted memberships too. Rick Sanchez was also doing some gifts. Thank you. I mean, yeah, thanks so much. 5 gifted memberships. I missed that. Thank you so much, Rick. Rick's power, right? Okay, guys, let me know what you think. How close are we to closing drone fund? You see, it's how much it is. It's 30,000. 30,000 is, let me divide it. Let me check how many. No, how much it is. It's gonna be in dollars. So it is 30,000 is it's $820. It's already something that we raised today. We raised around 900 and let me see how much. 941. So if we use 820 to close the drone fund, it's gonna be, let me check, $120 for the pickup truck. Yeah, so probably not gonna be much for the pickup truck comparing to how much we're gonna be sending for the drones, but closing the fundraisers is actually a good thing, right? So it's better to probably close one this time. Okay, is it for a truck and a drone? Yes, Hugo. The top one is for a pickup truck. It's only 7%. It was launched only today, but the in the bottom has been launched like 3 or 4 weeks ago, guys. Does anyone remember how how much time before it was launched? And I wanted to say that that you guys tell me what to do because you've been donating this money. Let me check. Also, Hala is sending me something. Let me check. She just sent me some photo. What is it? Let me see. Oh yeah, Helena actually sent a report. She asked me to blur the faces or close it with emojis, but I'm gonna be reporting in the community tab after the stream. I'm gonna show you the report on the medkits. Helena was sending medkits. You guys already funded some of those medkits because we've been sending money to Helena to buy the ingredients for the medkits to gather them up. Yeah, actually, awesome photo. I'm gonna send it to you a bit later because Hala says that you can show how many medkits we made. Yeah, thanks to you guys, Helena made that many medkits. Coming from Georgie stream, loved your conversation. Slava Ukraini. Heroям Slava, Marv, thank you so much for coming. And you guys, if you like it here on the channel, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, the stream, and subscribe. Also, I saw so many subscriptions today. I mean, I heard them when alert box was up. Then I put it down because it was distracting me. By the way, I just have a new Bradley, Doc in Paradise. Doc, thank you so much for becoming Bradley again. Thank you. I also have you been in a chat? Are you there? Because I missed you there, and missed your messages too. And oh, Doc in Paradise added a comment. So proud of you, Rick. It's so sweet. Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you. Thank you. It's touching a bit. Okay, so we were talking about the fundraisers. I need to read your messages, guys. Let me see your feedback about how to send those money, where to send them. Yes. Okay, I was also wanted to thank someone for another 20. No, it was something else. Oh, 20 coffees. Yeah, I was already thanking the Amonsky. Yes, Amonsky. Thank you again. And yes, messages. Let me see. Okay, Sekai says 800 or the 900, 1000 raised so far today. Yeah, it's about almost. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 900 and. Okay, it's loading up. I mean, PayPal is being slow right now, but before it was working fine. It's okay. But Ernie Burt says the emojis don't work here. Yeah, guys, did you know that Ukraine actually doesn't have an ability? I mean, if your account was created in Ukraine, your channel won't have super chats and super stickers. They are not available here. So I need to ask you guys to push it to YouTube, to write them letters and messages if you have time or the effort for it, to bring super chat and stickers to Ukrainians. We really need it right now because you know that I know that this is one of the most popular ways to support people, to support creators on the stream. You usually use the super chat. It actually gives us creators the ability to see the highlighted messages there. It's actually a super cool option which benefits everyone, and we don't have it here in Ukraine. So if you guys will push and press on YouTube to give this useful things to Ukrainians, I will be really grateful to you. Thank you for that. Let me get to the money question. What to do with raisers? Tone says 800 bucks. Finish the drone fund, says Aussie. Got your opinions, guys. Let me proceed. I mentioned earlier donation for drone, but I'm okay with equally split with truck. Thanks so much. You know best. Thank you for the trust, Kathleen. Yeah, you probably put the comment in there on PayPal, but I didn't read it. Sorry. Sometimes I do, especially when I'm also talking, and this time I was talking to Georgie, so it's even more focused to me on the stream than on PayPal. But okay, thank you for trusting me on splitting it. But I am leaning to finishing the drone fund today, fundraiser. I also see someone just donated directly to the jar of the drone. It was 55,794. Now it's 158,000. So someone just donated 3,000 hryvnias. Thank you so much. I think it's down there in the chat. Probably some of you will tell me who that was. I'm curious, and I will be really grateful, and I will say thank you for this donation. Let me check what I missed about the fundraiser. Gonna be nice when they get some M1S2. Oh, you're talking about Abrams tanks. Yeah. Oh, no, maybe they're not. They're gonna love them. Yes, for both truck and drone, says RF from USA. Click the gift, box, grab a gift, says Aussie. Yeah, thank you. What exactly do we do to donate to the trucks, and what exactly do for the drones? Please review, says Duncan Stewart. Duncan, sorry, there are links to Monobank that you can directly um, donate to, but you can also send money to my PayPal if PayPal is easier for you. And I will send the money I gathered on PayPal to both of the fundraisers here on the stream. You will see it. You will witness all this. You will see where money go. And that's how it works. I hope I answered your question. I also have seen 5 gifted memberships from Anhale. Thank you so much. And uh, also there was one, but I'm gonna get to that. Just give me a minute. So many messages, guys. I'm missing a lot of them. And without having a super chat, you see, it could be much more easier to notice some messages. But if you want to talk directly to me, don't forget to tag me in the beginning of your message. This will help. Sekiro Sekai was saying, I'll ask around and let you know if any other soldiers I am in contact with will need a fundraiser for equipment soon. Thank you so much, Sekai. We'll work together. I'd love that. Coming from Georgie's stream, I read that one, sorry. Okay, let me go where you guys probably tagged me. So many messages, oh my god. I'm here, my friends, just listening, and Whitlin says, Doc. Thank you again, Doc. It was sweet, your comment about you being proud of me. It's been... Yeah, Rollo, it was your another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Rollo, by the way, where are you from? Because your... When I pronounce your name, I remember the Rollo from Vikings, the brother of Ragnar Lothbrok. Pretty interesting character too, by the way. I mean, Rollo. But are you from Nordic countries? I'm curious. Median Mont says, Rick, isn't this dangerous for you doing these kind of live streaming from an occupied area in Ukraine? I'm not an occupied area. I'm in Kiev. Kiev is the Ukrainian version. Yeah, I'm in Kiev. I'm not on occupied territories. I left it before, yeah, in 2019, even before COVID. Yeah, so I've been living in Ukraine for the last almost 4 years. Yeah, it's gonna be 4 years soon. Wow, time flies. So it would be really dangerous to do it from the occupied territory, and I wouldn't actually be able to do the financial operations from there too. There are a lot of complications of these things back there. Okay, let me see if you tagged me somewhere. Slywalker says, I'm up late in Australia, but how do you see the next 6 months turning out? I think actually we definitely will see the counteroffensive after 6 months. I mean, during the next 6 months, but we'll also have will I'm not sure that all the territory of Ukraine will be liberated as a result, but definitely some significant part of it. But who knows? Maybe Russian will be that scared of the huge counteroffensive. It's going to be huge because I know about around, I don't know, at least 20 brigades who weren't in action yet, and they're just preparing for the counteroffensive. So it's going to be a pretty big force, and Russians will be definitely running from their positions. I mean, a lot of them, definitely not all of them, but all those mobilized soldiers, I must say it. I mean, I have the perspective from the interviews. I watched those Zolkin interviews, that they are not motivated to stand on Ukrainian soil and die for it, because it's not their land. They're not protecting their land. They've occupied the land, and this land has never been Russian, and they are just invaders. And actually, imperialistic motivation is usually not enough to be willing to give your life for it. It's usually the position of defenders in which Ukrainians are, we are, that is giving you the motivation enough to give your life protecting your family, your country, your land, and we actually have nowhere to go. And if we give up, it's going to be just the end for our nation. Russia came here with genocide, and I'm not afraid of this word because I know more. I know the Ukrainian history. I know what Russian genocide is. I know different forms of it, and I know that Russians are committing genocide right now, and I'm convinced of that. Stefan Vorlov just bought me 5 coffees. Thank you so much. The comment is, let the magic happen. Go on. Thank you so much. Good words. Thank you. Encouraging. And what else? I'm missing the messages. We'll email YouTube. Let's flood YouTube daily. Copy and paste and send only takes a minute. Thank you guys. Would be awesome if you did it. Do that. Okay, Rix. Yeah, I've told you that. So trying Deely or Daily? No, Deely, I guess. Says YT doesn't even take notice that in the auto captions they still read Kiev instead of Kyiv. Tried a few ways to get their attention on that. Oh, it's actually a pretty good thing. Thank you so much, Trine. By the way, Trine, where are you from? Don't forget to allow gifts, everyone. Yeah, guys, don't forget to do that because those gifts are just gonna be, spent. Yeah, they're just gonna disappear. By the way, I just noticed someone made the sum on the jar for the drones even. Someone just donated another almost 1,500 hryvnias. Thank you so much, guys. Let me know who that was in the comments. Not the comments, but in the chat. I also gotta pee. I still have time for the stream, so you guys excuse me. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna set you a video. Well, I'm gonna be gone. Just give me a second. I'm gonna put one short, maybe. Oh yeah, let's watch this one. This one is funny. But yeah, let's watch this one. I'm gonna be back. It's gonna be on repeat, so you will probably watch it multiple times. I'm sorry for that, but I'm gonna try to be fast.
Punch some people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Seriously, punch some people
Russians.
in the face. Punch some people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Seriously, punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Seriously, punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Seriously, punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Seriously, punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch some people in the face. Punch some
Russians.
people in the face. Punch
Russians.
people in the face.
Guys, I hope this wasn't too much of this video because I know on repeat it might tire you. I hope this wasn't too much. I hope you liked it also. Let me see if I missed some messages. Need Apple to add the Ukrainian language to its device settings too. Yes, in. Good idea. I'm always a fan of finishing one donation to get help to them as soon as possible. Doc, it's a great idea. We definitely gotta finish this one today. I'm leaning to that. I see some people just fell off, so probably it was too much of this video. Sorry for that, guys. But I hope you enjoyed it. I made it myself. I loved that happening. I mean, the news about the Russian being punched in the face for just being disrespectful to Ukrainian flag. This is why that dude definitely deserved a punch in the face. And I thought about this song, and I definitely needed to do this video. Okay, so let me see. I missed a lot of messages. Jahi says, I've always been very skeptical about fundraisers, and you've mentioned on Ukraine Matters where your coffee funds go to. How often do you mention it on this channel? What do you mean? Mention the Buy Me a Coffee. You mean this? I'll mention it once per stream, I guess. Hi Rick, I just switched Ukraine Matters to here. Awesome, thank you Lucy. Welcome to the stream. Annie says my dogs are barking and running around the house looking for Russians. Nice, I like this one. I mean this story. Thank you, Annie. Paul, by the way, I noticed you in the chat. I didn't say hi to you today. How you doing, Paul Davison? How you doing? It was in our news in the UK, says Paul. I missed what it was. Okay, missing a lot of messages today because it's a lot of you here today, guys. Thank you so much for coming. It means a lot. And I hope, yeah, I'm sure you liked our conversation with Georgie. Georgie's a great guy. I'm grateful for him, to him, for his support to Ukraine. Cheryl Waitley said, I saw on UATV English a Donbass guy who deserted 3 times and sent back to the front until he walked through a minefield to make it to Ukrainian lines. Wow, that's crazy. I guess I've watched this interview of Zolkin where the guy deserted. No, he didn't desert. Yeah, it's one of the fresh interviews. He says that he was refusing to fight. Then he was put into FSB. They've chained him to a stairs, to the stairs, and it was November. It was pretty cold in there, and he sit there for. They also have been put in some electric. How do you call this? Electroshock to him. Yeah, they've been torturing him, and after that they've just thrown him into so-called the mountain of refuseniks. It's such an interesting story. I really am frustrated that Zolkin stopped the, how do you call this, stopped us. No, he prevented us from reposting his new videos. They're getting blocked now, so I cannot do this one to show it on YouTube. Maybe someday I will be able to when Zolkin allows it, if he allows it to me. But for now, we have what we have. But I still can dub and post the older videos, like for example, the ones from anything older than March this year. Yeah, so it's still a lot of videos to dub and post, around 650 or something like that. At least 600 are still could be dubbed and posted. So a lot of work I still have. Rick, originally from Florida, now in Indiana, USA, says Trine. Awesome, Trine. Actually, I would love to visit Florida and Indiana, and it would be awesome to visit every state of US, but I'm not sure that it's possible for me because, I mean, I'm not getting younger, right? And the war is still going. Anyway, Tone says free Makivka. Definitely, we need to Makivka. No, to free Makivka, to Makivka. No, for Makivka to be freed, something like that. Also what? I gotta go to the newer messages. Guys, you are typing, writing so much in the chat. Thank you for this activity. And let me see what have I missed. Maybe you've been tagging me again. Let me check. Jet is saying Rick is always very transparent about his channel's funding and fundraiser funding. Yes, I am. Every member of my community knows that I'm actually, yeah. I want this always. I want this to be transparent and not a penny goes nowhere. Before that, yeah, back in the days, I was actually transferring every donation I received on PayPal right away. I received it. It took so much time on the stream. This is why we decided to just transfer it to the fundraisers in the end of the stream to make it only one transfer, not like 10 of them, because it took so much time. But yeah, we do it here. That's how we do it. And let me, oh my god, messages are kind of skipping and going down there instantly. Okay, what am I missing? So many people, new people here. You're all welcome. I'm really happy to see so many supporters of Ukraine. You guys are just amazing. Without your support, Ukraine wouldn't be in such a good situation as we are. I mean, we're in a bad situation, of course, but can you imagine how bad it would be if the free world would not unite with us against Russians? Okay, who was tagging me there in the chat? Damn, I love to interact with the chat, guys. I'm missing it when I'm, on some kind of interviews or co-streams. It gives me the itch to go to the chat and answer some questions. Rick, is Azov Regiment commander still in Turkey? Yeah, they still are. I actually have been seeing the photo in Telegram yesterday. Who that was? Oh, I guess it was. Let me check it on Telegram. Maybe I'll find it and show it to you. The head of our parliament, Ruslan Stefanchuk, his name is. He visited them in Turkey, and he made a photo with them. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you guys. Then I will probably show it to you. If not, then yeah. Then maybe on the next stream if I won't forget. Yeah, I just found it now. I remembered where it was, so I'm sending it to myself right now, and I'm gonna show it to you here. Let's see the message from the Rick. Yeah, here they are. They are not that skinny as they were before. They're being well fed, as you can see. So it's Kalina, the famous Kalina. You remember him? It's the head of Azov, Prokopenko. Kalina? No, not Kalina. Kalina is this one. And this one is, I forgot his call sign. What his call sign is. But it's the Marine commander. Also, one of these guys are border guard, I guess. And I forgot the name of this one. Shame on me. But I cannot keep all the second names in my head. Sorry. It's not possible, unfortunately. Thank you for this great message, Rollo. And actually, you give me the opportunity to remember about this photo and show it here on the stream. Thank you. Sly, by the way, Sly left, I see, and everyone was saying na dobranic, and Sly, probably you won't hear it already, but thank you for coming to the stream. Okay, Tank 2, hi, how you doing? I see your message, but yeah, it was just lol. I know that you've been here on the stream for a long time. Hello, Rick, and everyone else, says Michael. Michael, hello, how you doing? We all want on the list. It's a badge of honor, says Aussie. Okay, Travis was saying to me, my family would be happy to host you at my cabin if you ever come to Ohio Oblast. Oh, thank you so much. I guess I will make a lot of friends who will be able to host me, and I'm really happy to meet new people and to have more friends. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the support. Why are we arresting? Asks Trine. Cheryl was asking me, would they have forced you to the front if you had stayed in Donbass? Definitely. They would definitely forced me. I mean, they could have tried, but I don't know, not a dumb guy. I think I would have somehow avoided it, but I'm not sure. You can never be sure because it's a force, it's a brute force. They can just grab you on the street and you won't be able to do anything with that. Another question from It Wasn't Me, by the way. How you doing? It Wasn't Me. Nice to see you. Um, didn't you want to share some news with us? 40 minutes of the 1 hour are already gone. Yeah, it wasn't me. You know that I'm not usually the news guy here. I talk and talk and I communicate with you, but okay, let's go to the news. It's actually good news. Well, meanwhile, I'm gonna miss a lot more messages from you guys. So there are always some consequences to that, but I don't want to miss the messages from you. So we gotta go to 29th. It was the beginning of this week. What happened this week? A massive, huge attack. It was actually one of the biggest, and I guess it was actually the biggest attack we had at night on 29th. Let me check. 40 rockets were launched. Ukraine shut down 37. Our air defense systems shut down 37. So it's a huge rate. Let me check how much it's going to be in percentage. So it's 95% of all rockets being shot. And also 35 Shahed drones were sent and 29 of them were eliminated by our air defense. So this rate is not that high. It's 82%, 83%. But anyway, it's a great result. But can you imagine how massive this attack was? It just reminded me that there's actually a great infographic for the May's all the attacks in May. Look at this. Oh my god, it's so small. I thought it's bigger, but shit. But what? It's been 185 rockets that were sent in May to Ukraine, and 154 were eliminated. 381 Shahed drones and 342 of them eliminated. So Shahed drone neutralization rate is higher, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Let me count the percentage. 381. So it's 89%, almost 90%. Yes, Shaheeds are being destroyed, neutralized by our air defense systems, but it's not that great with rockets. And 85, it's 83%. Yeah, the rate is lower, so we still need more air defense systems because every rocket that hits their target, their targets are civilian buildings, and I also have a lot of photos and videos from this week because people were dying as every week they've been killing civilians in their sleep, in their homes, sometimes during the day. Well, they're mostly launching all their attacks during the night lately. This is why they've been killing people mostly during the sleep. But they're Russians. Look at this. It's Ukrainian Su-24, pretty old Soviet plane. But what it has underneath, it's two Storm Shadow rockets. Nice photo been taken this week. Storm Shadows are working. This week there were a lot of how do you call this? A lot of rockets. These rockets being being sent to the occupied territory, and we have one video from Berdyansk. Here it is. Let me change the speed. It was a huge. explosion there. And yeah, so again, the word's getting a bit tired. We're gonna need to wrap up soon. But my streams are not that organized as Georgie's streams, so it might take a bit longer even. But I love to communicate with you guys. It takes time sometimes. But Ellison Marlowe was saying nothing is impossible. Just look at Ukraine. You'll see the US yet. Yeah, I'll definitely will see the US. I know that, but there's always a chance to die here in Ukraine during the sleep, especially these days when almost every night I wake up to some air raid alarms and explosions. Some nights I'm so damn tired after a work day that I am sleeping as a baby, even though there were some explosions. Yeah, I've been told later when I wake up that there were some explosions. Yep, so this is it. And I got distracted from the news again, but I wanted to get back to messages. It's actually really important to stay up with them. For me, I don't know. I guess you guys think that too. Hugh G says, "You're amazing, Rick. Thanks so much, Hugh. Um, and thank you for being a usual guest here on the stream. It means a lot." Let me see. L. Anderson was tagging me, asking me, "Do you know what happened to the Russian soldier who crossed the border alone and surrendered last year?" Yeah, I know. Actually, Karpenko, who was interviewing him, he's given an update, and he said, like a week ago, he said that this story will soon be continued. They will make another interview. So yeah, that guy actually will definitely will make a dub of this interview, because this guy is one of not many Russians who I have respect for. This guy definitely deserves the respect because he's so smart, and he escaped. He it was such a, I don't know, such a risk for him to cross the border alone, and deserting from Russian army when being in a, how do you call this, in a military unit there in Russia, just escaping from it and crossing the border himself and giving up into Ukrainian captivity. This guy definitely deserves a respect because he chosen the right side even before he was sent to Ukraine. Can you imagine? He was sitting in Russia, but he realized that the only option for him to survive and to be on a good side is to just give up into Ukrainian captivity by his own will, and even going into that danger, crossing the minefields and all that stuff. Thank you for this question. I like this guy, and I like that story, and I was happy to remember it again. Oh my God, guys, many more messages. Let me see. You were probably tagging me there, and I missed some. Definitely. Probably some of you already left because I see people are going. Stream has been pretty long, almost 3 hours already. Of course, a lot of people are tired. Noob of the Year says, "I gotta go." Said before. Good luck with the funds. A lot of us been watching Russia since before Budapest. When they framed Ukraine over nukes, that's when the alarm bells started ringing for me. Yeah, that's great that you were aware of that. I mean, I respect that. Okay, let me see. 877 Swiss Miss says, "But I also had difficulties to donate to Starsky yesterday. Maybe I have to check what the problem is before it always worked." Rick, gotta go to sleep, says Rollo. Tomorrow is work. See you and team soon again. Slava Ukraini. Heroям Slava, Rollo. Thank you so much for joining us. I guess you probably cannot hear me anymore, but if in case you will hear this in donation, anyway, all the people who are still on the stream will hear this too. We thank you so much for all the gifted memberships, for becoming a subscriber of a channel. I'm sure of that, and for all the support you and Georgie's community, Ukraine Matters community, give us today. It's huge. It's very appreciated, and very, I don't know, very great. S House in Trees says RF is using WP type munitions on. Like a puzzle for me. On the ref town. Yeah, got it. Yeah, they are bombing Shebekino, that Russian town that's been bombed by Russians now. Russians are actually doing this. Let me show you the video. It's been here somewhere, not that far. Yeah, that's what they are doing to Shebekino and to the villages near it. They're just bombing it, and the Legion, yeah, they actually call themselves Legion Liberty Army. You see, here they've been recording that from the quadrocopter, from the drone. They've been just filming all the Russians' war crimes that they are now committing on their territory. That's what I was talking about, guys. Artillery systems, 32. This was on June 3rd. Yes, 3rd of June. It was 32 systems. Before that, it was once the record, I guess, 40 artillery systems per day. This is crazy how it is working. I mean, how good our armed forces of Ukraine are working. If it goes like this, Russia will lose all its artillery systems by the end of the year, and they won't be produce more of them real quick, because it's not that easy task. And this fool was saying what?
Управлять Россией совсем несложно, но абсолютно бесполезно.
He said, ruling Russia is not hard at all, but totally useless. Oh my God. Putin is actually
Управлять Россией совсем несложно, но абсолютно бесполезно.
he is actually ridiculous, as he always yeah, as he always is. No, it's a stupid sentence. Sometimes, yeah, my English is getting worse. Cat is not coming in, though he's meowing out there, but not coming in. You know those cats, they are always like that. Let me check if I missed any more tags of me. Definitely I did. CDY K star, no, Kestra 6. It's a hard name to pronounce right away. Do most people in Kyiv go to shelter in the middle of the night when there are attacks? I cannot say about the most of people. I know that for me it's like 50-50. I think 50% of people are going to the shelter, 50%. Unfortunately, I'm not one of the responsible people. I'm not going to the shelter. I keep risking my life, and yeah, I'm not proud of that, but I need to sleep, and I'm trying my best to stay productive, and for that I need a sleep, and I need it in my bed. When I can, I sleep there. Okay, let me scroll the chat down. I see people are falling off the stream because it's 3 hours. I totally understand, but still, we have 122 people on the stream. This is wow. Still, after 3 hours, thank you so much for being here for so long, guys. I appreciate it a lot. Let me check how many likes. Oh my God, 324. Wow. Thank you very much for this number of likes. It is a huge number. Okay. Okay, I answered that one. What else? Maybe someone else was tagging me. A dog was saying there are thousands of Ukrainian war YouTubers. Dozens of Ukrainian YouTubers, but only one that I found who cares more about answering what we ask them, what they think we should ask. No, about answering what we ask, that what they think we should ask. Thanks, Rick. Thank you, Doc. It means a lot. I really care about what you think, guys, about that, and I want to keep the dialogue with you, to answer your questions, because telling you the news is something that you can hear from a lot of people, from Starsky, from I guess Georgie is also telling the news from the front line, and a lot of channels they do do news, but it's not the most important thing for me. The most important thing for me is sharing my experience as a Ukrainian and connecting with you and uh, knowing you better. Where are you from? What you do? And it's actually pretty cool. We have, I guess, we have a good community here, like a cozy one and a friendly one. Many says, indeed, Rick is awesome. Oh, thank you guys. You are flattering me so much today. um, but I know that you are not flattering, you're sincere. I know that. I guess it's an air raid alarm started just now, but yeah, I'm gonna keep streaming anyway. LSA, 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 you're talking about Jesus UCSB. Oh, got it. L. Anderson was asking, no, saying super. I thought about that soldier many times. I really wanted to know. Could you translate his interviews? Yeah, I will actually. It's actually a great idea to make his interview one of the next. Like maybe not the next one because no, the next one I'm gonna launch on Saturday in 6 days. So don't miss that. And the next one is going to be probably not the one. I mean, not this soldier because it's a long interview. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's going to take me 2 months to do it. Unfortunately, I don't have that much time, so I'm going to take something shorter. But in time, I will definitely do this interview. This is great, and it's so valuable and it's so cool to listen to that guy because he also told some interesting things in that interview. Okay. Let me do what? Let me see if you tag me, guys. This is Rick the Ukrainian. You're lost, says Aussie. Ah, you're talking about the different shows. Got it. Okay. Okay, no, not that many tags. It's good. I can finally catch up with the latest messages, probably. I'm not sure. No, more tags. Thank you for this. Anyway, guys, I see people are falling off. We have 116 viewers still. This is crazy. We've never had that many. Thank you, Ukraine Matters community, for joining us today. And we hope you will come to the next streams every Sunday. The time we started yesterday, it's always the usual time. I asked Georgie to make it to make it on my time. So I'm grateful to Georgie for this, for him to to let me stream on this time because I know that usually Georgie does his streams later, right? Okay, let me see the messages. Obi Juan or Juan, probably Juan, says new member and great stream. Are the trucks from the fundraiser equipped any differently than regular trucks? And do we know if they are four-wheel drive? Thanks. Four-wheel drive, if you mean if it has four wheels, then yes, but it's not going to be equipped somehow because the price is only 300,000, and for equipped truck, it's going to be much more. It's like 1,000,000 hryvnias at least, I guess. By the way, I've noticed 2,500 hryvnias more added to the drone fundraiser, to the jar itself. Thank you so much, guys, for those who donated today. It means a lot. Soon we're going to be transferring money to the fundraisers themselves. But before that, I still want to answer all your questions. Let me see if anyone was tagging me there again. From upstate New York, thanks for everything, Rick. The Ukrainian says Nonya. Nonya, thank you so much for your thanks, and I'm happy to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Okie doke. Okie doke. Almost. I almost got to the bottom of the chat, guys. Jet is saying you are the way a lot of people grow their relationship with Ukraine. You're like a social ambassador, Rick. Oh, thank you, Jet. Jet, guys, if you don't know Jet, he's my co-stream from day one. He was there on May 15th, if I'm not mistaken, last year when we started our first stream. It was on Instagram. We had a few viewers who came and go. They first viewers. I mean, Charlie, sorry, but I guess I'm not sure that you were on the very first stream, but probably you were there. Yeah, you were there. So Charlie is also the yeah number two here. He is our moderator, and he was our first viewer. First ever viewer. He supported us all the way from channel on Instagram who had one viewer to a YouTube channel who is actually helping the armed forces of Ukraine with your help, guys, and who's actually spreading the word about Ukraine, who's trying to show the truth about this war and about Russia. We also try to bring more of Ukrainian culture to you here. And yeah, all welcome except vatniks, as I usually say. Dan Miller says, I just discovered your channel through Georgie's YouTube. Welcome, Dan Miller. We love to see new people here who support Ukraine and who are at least interested in Ukraine. Everyone is welcome, and not only vatniks, because vatniks, they are mostly brainwashed and they support Russia and they need to get, I don't want to be swearing, but yeah, they need to go where Russian warship went. Okay. Al Anderson was saying thank you. Don't worry about time. Don't stress about it. Yeah, I usually stress about it, but it's just because, time is very valuable. It's the most valuable thing we have. And oh, Cinnamon was saying much love here and for Rick. Thank you so much, Cinnamon. Cinnamon is one of our regulars. He's amazing, supporting us a lot with attention, donations, chatting, and a lot of stuff. By the way, Cinnamon, I miss your photos from your trips there in Canada. If you will be kind to send them more to our Discord channel. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention that we have a Discord channel, and you can join it if you like. We have a friendly community there, very friendly community there, and you will definitely find some good people and new friends there. So join our Discord. I will ask some of our moderators to send the link to the Discord here to the chat. RF from USA says, Rick, I've enjoyed your channel so far. Looking forward to more. Thank you, RF. You're welcome. And I'm sure that I won't disappoint you. Definitely. So I have a question, says Merzi. Could Russia be in a twist because of European plane? It's a pass ride from Europe to Russia. What is European plane, actually? And a phrase, it's a pass ride from Europe to Russia. Actually, it's not. Also, it's also not getting me more understanding of that. Maybe it's my English not letting me understand this, and I'm sure it is. I had meant to subscribe earlier, but forgot to search you out. Thanks, Rick. Merrily, Merrily, thank you so much for this subscription, and welcome to the channel. Cheryl says, I love it when YouTubers are generous with each other. Yeah, that's cool. Rick says, Aussie, we are planning to be here for another couple of hours. Yeah, I see it's 116 now again, but it was 128 before that, so it is actually awesome that people go, but they come back again. So I need to show you this scene. Yeah. So what I wanted to do what? To answer all the questions, but guys, you keep sending them, and we won't end the stream. Um, we won't end the stream today if we go on like this. Mercy, I see you said please see my question about it. Is that was that the question that you asked me? Oh, the European plane. Yeah, I noticed it, but I told you that I didn't understand the question. Sorry, it's a language barrier in this case. STPFS. Hi, those vehicles were lowered into position. What do you mean by lowered? Like ducked down or what? Trucks don't last very long because of shelling. Yeah, Nick Owen, by the way. I'm not sure that I said hi to you. How you doing? Happy to see you. Travis was asking me, Rick, is there any news from the People's Republic of Belgorod today? Latest news, they were just whining how they've been wiped out from the face of the earth, but mostly they've been wiped out by Russians who are shelling them. And no new things from that region today. I haven't seen any. Okay, it was a strange. Okay. Swiss Miss says, great, looking forward to the next live. Hope I can fix the phone problems till then. Bye, everyone. Have to leave now, sadly. Swiss Miss, I know that you cannot hear me right now because you left, but thank you so much for coming to the stream and welcome to the community. Trine was asking me, four-wheel drive has to do with a specific transmission made for off-road driving. Yeah, it was not asking, it was specifying. Thank you. A specific transmission made for I know what you mean. It's 4x4, right? That term. Yeah. I think they mostly try to buy those to the front line. X4 four-wheel drive, right? You're calling it that. Four-wheel drive. Yeah, I will know the term on in English now. Thank you. Jose Olivara, I maybe also forgot to say hello to you and to mention you. How you doing? That's right. Being engineered locus. I forgot about that. We're so evil. Confusing message. Sorry, I didn't get that. Tone, Ellison Marlowe says you'll have to explain to Rick what four-wheel drive is. Yeah, I know what four-wheel drive is now. I just didn't know the like the English version of it. Okay, let me see. Bobre kurwa. Yeah, Travis. Kurwa bobra. I love that meme. Hugh G says, Rick, I have a family from Bila Cerkva and have just started to learn how to speak Ukrainian with a private teacher. Wow, having a private Ukrainian teacher is actually a great thing. Congrats, Hugh G. And awesome, Bila Cerkva. I've been there in 2022 before the... No, 21st. I was there in 2021 before full-scale invasion in summer. I went there I was just traveling around Ukraine. I was on a road trip with friends, and we stopped there for a night. No, actually for a day. Yeah, I like Bila Tserkva. It has some interesting sides there. Never forget the heroic bioengineering pigeons. Yeah, those. My throat hurts, by the way. I hope I won't be ill by tomorrow morning. But I forgot to stay hydrated. Maybe this is why it hurts. Tone, Rick, your name in PayPal. It's Yaroslav. Do I need to tell you the second name? You can see there, but it's Yaroslav. It's actually my full name, and Rick is actually a shirt version of that full name. Okay, have you joined our Discord community already, guys? If you haven't, go check it out. Rick says RF from USA. Georgie swears all the time. It's allowed when talking about the Russians. Yeah, I swear here a lot all the time. I just didn't want to say it that time. I don't know why. Sometimes I just don't want to swear. It happens to me sometimes. But I usually swear, and I swear a lot in my daily life. I am trying to learn some Ukrainian swearing, but mostly it's still Russian swearing because it's a lot of Russian swearing exist. Okay, who else were tagging me? Poor Rick won't get any sleep. Yeah, CDY K star Stra 6. Hello, had an errand to run, so I'm late. My apologies. Anna, we're always happy to see you here. How are you doing? And everyone is welcoming you. Anna, you're always supporting all of our channels. Georgie's too, I know. Thank you so much. I support the liberation and denazification of Belgorod. Jose Olivara, I totally agree. I support that too. Okay. Okay, so many messages when it's 124 of you guys. Okay. Oh my god, how many messages? Yes. While the channel will be growing, I won't be able to read most of the messages. Definitely sorry for that, guys. But that's how it works. I'm a human. I have my limits, and yeah, I'm finally on the bottom of the chat. Yay, we made it. You are so polite, said Tone. I'm trying my best. I actually value this. Okay, guys. I used to be a sailor, but I am all right now. Martin Liu, welcome to community. I've noticed your messages, but forgot to mention you before. Sally Saint Sinclair, welcome to the community. I also see you already have a membership. Welcome to membership too. Ukrainian Lyft driver Vyacheslav was thankful to hear about the ongoing fundraising support, and that many of us plan on visiting. I really hope to see a lot of you guys here in Ukraine after the war, of course, but maybe some of you before the war ends. It would be awesome to see some of you here. Yeah, of course, there's always a risk to being hit by a rocket, but it's much more smaller. Not more smaller. It's much smaller than the risk of being, for example, getting into a car accident. It's a much bigger risk to get into a car accident. Vishwanka Store says many. I mean, no, many sent the link to Vishwanka Store. Thank you, many. It's a great thing to buy, definitely. BPR, Belgorod People's Republic of Ukraine. Shabbat Putin. We won't take it into Ukraine. It's going to be just an independent republic. We actually don't need any territory of Russia. Of course, historically, Belgorod Republic, not Belgorod Republic, but Belgorod region was Ukraine. We know that. A lot of people there still speaking Ukrainian in villages. Guys, by the way, did you know that in Belgorod region, in villages, they speak Ukrainian? That it was actually a part of Ukraine that was taken from us back there in a terrible history of Russian colonialism and all that stuff. Doc in Paradise says, yes, I need to go too. Love you all. See you next week. Doc in Paradise, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for becoming a member on Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate that a lot. And we're always happy to see you here and for all the good words too. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the good words. What else? The Discord link you sent me was not complete. Can you resend it? Yeah, please, Tanea. Can you please send? Please, can you please? Can you please send the link again? Maybe you missed one symbol or so. Maybe you will send the link. Also, yeah, the more links, the better. If everyone sends the link, it will be even better. Thank you guys. Thank you for great moderation. I value that. Actually, it's Bilhorod. Yeah, Bilhorod is actually a Russian version. Bilhorod. Bilhorod. Bilhorodska Narodna Respublika. If you want me to say it in Ukrainian, definitely. Thank you for this correction. It wasn't me. Obi-Wan, absolutely, and Rick is a good guy doing good things, so I am really happy. What were you saying, Obi-Wan? I missed the message. Yeah, I'm missing all of them. Not all of them. The crossover streams really help grow the channels. Yeah, definitely. And I'm really happy that I was able to find you guys, to the new members of our community, and it helps us grow and spread the word about Ukraine even better and spreading it widely, right? Anna, thank you, Rick, for all the invaluable work you do. Thank you so much, Anna. Join Discord, say hello, says Aussie. Yeah, join Discord, guys. It's in the description also, and it worked for me. Yeah, I forgot that I always put it into description. Thank you. Thank you, Jahi. Or Yahi, by the way. How do I pronounce it correctly? Dude, love when Lukashenko offered some of the countries below Russia to hold nukes for Russia, and they said it was a funny joke, but can't because they are part of a non-nuclear treaty. Oh shit. Tell me if it doesn't work, the Discord link. Okay, guys. We need to finish the stream because it's been 3 hours and 15 minutes and it's getting late and I still need to have some sleep. So let's transfer the money right here, right now on the stream. Just on my PayPal, we raised almost $1,000. It's $941.71, and I am transferring it to my card first. Then after this, I'm gonna transfer it right here on stream. You will see it. And also, I see you guys have donated money to the jars directly. Thank you so much for that. I see it's plus, oh my God, around 8,000 for the pickup truck and another 2,000 and a half for the drone. Awesome. This is a very, efficient stream in terms of helping the armed forces of Ukraine. We are gonna close this fundraiser today. It's actually I'm very happy that we are closing this one today. Let me check. Oh no, not let me check. Let me send the money first. 941.71. That's it. Travis is asking me, what are some of the places in Kiev that you like to go to? I mean, I know almost all the places in Kiev and I go there constantly. I mean, I discovered a lot of places in Kiev, but definitely sometimes something to discover. But those that I would love to go, maybe some great places that I don't know about yet. But I definitely, if you guys come to Ukraine, to Kiev, I definitely can guide you through some beautiful, amazing places in Kiev. I know Kiev pretty well because I discovered it for the last 4 years, and I won't say that super well, but yeah, I can go around and I can find my way around Kiev. Yeah, I know that this term is not used in the right context right now. Thank you, Rick. Nice to meet you. Slava Ukraini. Merci. Героям Slava, and nice to meet you too. Welcome to the community. I'm really glad to see all of you guys here. So we gotta go to the jar and donate. Let me tell you how much is gonna be in hryvnias. So $941.71 is 34,437 hryvnias. Pretty awesome. I'm transferring it to my card right now. Um, Rick, Monobank killed my card. Will donate after I talk to my bank. They think it's a scam, I think. Well, they don't know Monobank, but Monobank is really trustworthy. I mean, I use it for 4 years, and I'm I really like it. So 34,437. First, we gotta close this fundraiser. The drone, let me update the page. So you're all seeing it on the screen, right, guys? So that's how we do it in here. That's the transparency. You watch me. So we need, let me just um, check the sum that we need. So it's 22,500. That's the sum we need to donate to the drone fundraiser jar. And it's gonna be a mono pay. I'm pressing it here and then I'm sending it from my phone app. And you guys will see the progress bar updating to 150 and 85,000 right after I'm sending the money. So let me add the comment. It's gonna be from Rick the Ukrainians community and no, from Rick the Ukrainians and Ukraine Matters community. From both of our communities, they are combined today, and thank you for everyone from Ukraine Matters who joined our community today. And Ukraine Matters communities. Communities, yes. Slava Ukraini. I will add this one. Slava Ukraini. Okay. And this should update right now. Check this out. You guys have seen it. I've witnessed it together with you. I actually am using the wrong scene, but you've noticed that we just closed the fundraiser for the jar. I applaud to you guys. Thank you so much for these donations, for giving us the possibility to close this fundraiser. Secular Sakai, I congratulate you and 28th Brigade for um, this achievement, and it's just great. So we still have. Let me check how much do I still need to send to the pickup truck fundraiser. Let me just minus the sum from 34,400. No, 437. Minus 22,500. Oh, still almost 12,000 hryvnias still will still send to the pickup truck. So it's a great result today. Oh, and someone just sent another donation to the jar before I did for the pickup truck. Thank you so much, guys. Another, I guess, 5,000 hryvnias. Wow. And Jose Olivara, thank you so much for these gifted memberships. Thank you so much. And for becoming a stinger for 2 months. Wow, that's crazy. That's good. Thanks so much. What else? Yeah, I need to donate the money to the second fundraiser. Let me just do it real quick. What do we have here? We still need to donate. I've been counting it in here. 11,937. Oh, let me add just a bit of my money. Let's make it 12,000. I'm gonna add a small amount my own money to send a beautiful 12,000 sum of money. Okay, so pickup truck. We are sending the same message from Rick, the Ukrainians, and Ukraine matters communities. Yeah. Sorry, I'm typing pretty slow today. How do I am slow? I will add it in here. How do I am slower. Okay, so you must see the progress bar updating right now. No, now. Yes, 48,000. Awesome, guys. We've begun the stream with 18,000 on the pickup truck fundraiser, and now we see 48. We did 30,000 raise. Oh my God. Thank you so much, everyone from our community. It's a joint community today, right? I will say from Ukrainian community because regular Ukrainian and Ukrainian matters today, no, not today, but together make a one great Ukraine community. Sin says bye, thanks Rick, bye Sin. And I'm really grateful to each and every one of you for these donations and your attention and subscriptions and coffees, and it was a blast of a stream. Thank you very much. Thank you, Georgie, for introducing me to your community. I'm really grateful to him for this, and I really hope to make a joint stream with him again so we can talk about prisoners of war. It's really an interesting topic, and we usually don't have much time for that. So yeah, I would love to talk about this again. Hey, Johnny doesn't reply. Happy to see you. Sorry I was late. I'll watch it back later and donate what I can. I hope all went well, guys. It went amazing. It was a blast, and you definitely gotta watch the recording because we've met Georgie's community today, and I've actually met Georgie, well, almost for the first time because we were trying to get rid of technical difficulties before the stream. And I've met him there first, but here on stream, we've met each other and we've also known a bit more about one another. And it's a great thing. And all the people who support Ukraine, I think, must unite, must connect, and know each other better, more. And it's all gonna end up with our victory over Russia, of this evil empire, and I really think that a great future awaits us. And yeah, and I guess Ukraine will be prospering. This this war will definitely be over with our victory. And I see you guys are messaging me, but I'm definitely gonna miss some of them. I see you are. Tane is saying that I'm awesome. Thank you so much, Tane. Maria says, thank you, Rick, for the nice stream. I like the time too. Same time zone with you. Awesome, Maria. I'm glad that you're here. Hey, Timothy says, you nailed it, Rick. You nailed it again, Rick. Fantastic day. Thank you so much, Timothy. Thank you. It means a lot to hear it from you. You are awesome. Thank you so much for your support again. Constant and very generous. And by the way, guys, I don't know if I mentioned it. Oh, I forgot to mention that we have a first HIMARS. I wanted to share this news with you here on Buy Me a Coffee. We have a membership system, and we have them like weapons, from least advanced to more advanced. Like maybe some of them more advanced. I mean, maybe HIMARS is even less advanced than Stinger, but in terms of just the size, probably I just decided to make them like this. So we have Stingers in our community, we have Javelins, we have Bradleys, we have Abrams, and we still don't have a logo, this picture for or sticker. Yeah, we still don't have a sticker. It's in progress for HIMARS, but this week on Tuesday after the stream on End Time Show, Stephen Barnes had become. Sorry, my English is dying right now. But Timothy, no, sorry, Stephen Barnes has become first timer. So I now have the supporter of $100 first supporter per month, and it's very touching and inspiring and motivating. Thank you so much, Steven. I know that you will probably hear us in recording, hear me in recording. I want you to know that I really appreciate it and I'm really grateful. In case you guys, hi Marcelo, yeah. Yeah, so that was just a quick hint on the membership system we have here on Buy Me Coffee. So that's it. Deep State map is the best map ever. I totally recommend you, if you use Telegram, to follow their Telegram channel. They have an English version of a channel, and Deep State is just an amazing OSINT community. OSNIT, you know that kind of community. They are intelligence, and they are having this. I mean, making this great map, and it's best map of all of them because of its accuracy. Because they have communication with soldiers on frontline, and they receive the information from them. Also, I've seen that Secular Sekai said the 28th Brigade just sent a big thank you to us all. Sekai, thank you so much for letting us help them. I mean, bringing them to our community and this fundraiser. Thank you for the initiative. I really am. Yeah, I will wait for the video where guys are thanking us all, you all guys, thanking you all for what we've achieved for this help. It's not much, you know. So they'll definitely gonna send us a video. I'm sure of that. Oh, what? I'm so damn tired. I also slept for 3 hours tonight, so I definitely gotta go right now, guys. I missed some messages, but you know that they've all here. They all went here to my heart. Thank you. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you for becoming subscribers, members, and helping the armed forces of Ukraine. We have achieved a lot today, and we've closed the fundraiser. We also met with Georgie. I met so many amazing people here tonight, and I really, yeah, I really love to, I don't know, to connect with you guys. Ukraine will win. I see all your bye, get some sleep, and awesome stream, Rick. Thank you, Jet. I will still read the chat after I press the end stream button. I'm gonna be able for a couple of minutes, so we can still chat for a bit there. But as a streamer, I'm ending for today. Much love again. I love our community. I love the the support you're bringing to Ukraine, and welcome to all the new members of the community. We love to see you here, and we hope to see you again. Then I see you next week, same time as today. Slava Ukraini!